All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to event number 7, the streamer event. Today, we will be running a normal Izaro kill with no restrictions. Commentating today is myself, Havoc, and RaizQT, and I'll also be the cameraman.
What's up, everybody?
Hello, hello. So, our
Hello.
participants for today are CuteDog, Windz, balormage, and MrLlama. You want to introduce CuteDog, Raiz?
Sure thing. CuteDog, a regular on these races. So far, this is his first actual race, but he's very well known for his commentating. Also, very well known of his usage of a headhunter. However, in a race like this, he probably won't necessarily get one. So we're going to see what alternate strategies he's going to go for in this very specific race.
All right. Next up is Windz. I'd say he's mostly known for being the Magmorp guy. Like, you want to know something about Magmorp, specifically Cyroshard's Magmorp, aka Magma, his preferred nickname for it. You ask him, and also I said recently, Glacial Cascade. He's brought it up quite a bit. Then following Windz is balormage. Be honest, I don't really know a lot about balormage. He's kind of like an underdog. No one really knows about him. He's the X factor. Like, who knows what he's going to bring to the table? But it's always exciting to see like someone new that no one really knows just come at it and see what they bring.
Yep. He's drinking some blue stuff. Maybe we should have run some tests, but the
Yeah,
last player is MrLlama, who I believe is still making a character. He better speed up, but he is very well known for his Diablo 2 speedruns. Definitely a very known player. He wears chainmail, not this time around, so he's definitely trying his best. Doesn't want anything weighting him down, as normally if he's taking it a little bit casually, he is wearing some chainmail and a helmet here. So you can see that focus on his face. Not he hasn't been playing PoE too much. He has attempted some speed running in the past. I don't know how his practice is looking, but I believe the players are off, all of them except MrLlama. He's
yeah, he's just making a character. Fortunately enough, it's based off of your W split time. You know, in case there are some stream delay shenanigans. So once he gets going, we'll be good to go. I think he's reading the rules right now. He wants to make sure it doesn't break any. He's an
oh yeah.
ethical gamer.
Oh yeah, certain. He's definitely always sticking to the rules. But all the players picking up their starting gems. What do you have here? I
I
expect a
noticed
couple
something.
mules.
Do you see something special on one of the screens?
Are we talking about the elephants?
You're talking about the elephants. I feel like CuteDog is at a superior hillock advantage. I want to see if he gets the first hillock kill just because of the elephants.
Definitely. Usually you can see the shadows getting the first hillock kill, but those elephants really kicking in. Not only does he get there first, but he also deals a significant amount of critical strikes.
Yeah, I think those elephants are pay to win. Wow, that was insane.
That is an insane pace. Both players log out after entering town. We've got the last shadow going in. Well, MrLlama's still thinking about it.
Yeah, I think he's contemplating with chat, you know, thinking about what he's going to have for lunch. He's actually visiting CuteDog later this weekend, so I think he's probably thinking about
Hmm,
that.
probably. I don't believe any of the players have gotten movement speed boots. Outside of that, it is your standard trading. CuteDog exiting town. He will be sticking to the duelist. No Marauder switches.
Interesting. No onslaught mule. I do believe he bought a gem. Windz is muling, however, to a Templar. Whoa, and look at his pets. That
Mm,
is fancy. That
that
tiger.
is indeed the tiger and the frog hopping around. He was muling with a shadow, so he was getting that fire trap gem. He will obviously have a higher chance of getting those movement speed boots. And none of the players have gotten them yet, so that might be a big advantage despite the mule. We've also got Balor with the mule too. What do you think he's switching to?
Looks like a witch. I would guess it may be a Firestorm character to keep it simple. Maybe we'll pull out some
Mm,
SRS, but we haven't seen any summoners yet in these races. So I'm going to lean
mm.
towards the caster in this situation.
Certainly a lot of variety in this one. MrLlama has started. He is on the Templar. An unusual character to mule, and I also haven't seen a shadow or a witch, so he's not going for a fire trap. We'll see what he exactly has figured out here.
Yeah, I
Honestly.
don't know. I thought I saw him make another character, but I could be wrong because he was in the
Mm,
creation screen for like ages.
yeah, there is a possibility that he is just running this, then he's going to switch over to his mule and then come back. But what we're seeing right now is there is one player who's definitely doing a lot of work
Yeah,
here.
and that is CuteDog. So one thing I want to note is CuteDog has not practiced. He did a couple of runs, and you know what he said? I don't need this. I have positive mental attitude. That's all he needs, and it seems to be carrying him right now. Like, if you're positive, you can't lose.
Yes, this is a wise strategy that is utilized by a lot of players. However, as the race goes on, some players do end up tilting, and that positive mental attitude quickly goes away after you've been in submerged passage for 4 minutes because you can't find the entrance or the exit.
Exactly. Yep. 100% true.
So we can see if he will be able to keep it up. I don't believe any of the other two players have got an MS. Let me check.
Llama checking for a mess manually.
No.
Oh, I think he got it, but he didn't buy it? I could be wrong there. Looked like it to me.
Ooh,
Might have been like
might have been a shield, maybe.
maybe.
Possibly he didn't have the currency. Again, he is
That too.
not muling. He is using Glacial Hammer, so
Wait, what?
a little bit of a... I'm not exactly sure. Maybe he's busting out some very underutilized strategies. We're gonna have to see. His single target will definitely be insane.
Maybe he's muling Decoy Totem.
Hmm.
From Mudflats. What class does not get Decoy Totem? Wait, why is CuteDog on a shadow now? I'm so confused. He was muling Decoy Totem, I guess. Wait, is everyone muling
He
Decoy
might have been
Totem?
muling.
Whoa,
It could have
what?
been a decoy totem. I don't think he ran for Tidal Island, so yeah, it probably was decoy totem. He did kill quite a bit of mobs, I thought, though. It
Yeah, it
did
looked
look
like
like
his...
maybe he even got to level 3.
Yeah, it looked like that was going to be his main character for the race. Interesting.
Mm.
Many interesting strategies coming out right now.
He turned into a Diglett real quick, and he also switched out his pet.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that was a really fast Diglett cam. What was that for?
We'll see. It might be a way to manipulate the RNG, but despite everything, MrLlama hits the waypoint, and technically he's ahead of CuteDog right now, despite the Glacial Hammer
Yeah,
strategies.
Glacial Hammer Hellrake. That is questionable to say the least, but maybe he knows something that we don't. We always have to leave that, out in the open. Windz.
He's
Windz looks like
very well known for his speedrunning.
Yep, Windz looks like he's the first to reach Hellrake. Fire Trap Freezing Pulse seems to be going really easy. Has an Onslaught Gem.
Wow, and something really smart that Windz has committed to before was a blue pack, and now on this Hellrake kill, he didn't really kill that many mobs, but he is still level 3.5, so you can check again for those movement speed boosts. Let's see if he actually goes for it. Vendors for the flask too, very smart play.
Very well done. CuteDog is buying some gear, shopping, looking for some new weapons. Nothing too special. Doesn't check for boots, to my understanding, and he's back on his main character. I would have guessed this is a Fire Nova mine based off of Gucci's character. He was asking me a lot of questions about it.
CuteDog does have a lot of experience with Fire Nova Mine. I believe the last time I talked with him, it was one of the only characters he has ran that wasn't a Vol Fireball character. And to summarize his thoughts on it, he didn't like it. Too many buttons. So I don't know. He's busting out the very rare strategy.
Rare or maybe new meta?
Maybe new meta. I think Fire Nova Mine is definitely pretty good right now. So we'll see. Balormage checking for MS. Also not hitting MS yet again. Same for
Unfortunate.
Windz. No movement speed boots.
I would like to note for the stream, I believe we're not going to go off MrLlama's time here because he did not kill Hellrake in 1 minute and 19 seconds off a fresh character. It's actually impossible, but we'll be doing some manual math near the end.
Now we'll see what happens here. CuteDog turned his screen black for a second.
Is he unemptying?
Was there a credit card swipe? I don't have any volumes, but
Did someone double check he's in solo self-bound, by the way? We're gonna need some confirmation here. Yeah, I think he just got a headhunter.
Okay. Pretty standard.
Windz. Big MTX out now. He has the hat on.
Oh, yeah.
Leading the way in Submerged. Probably gonna be the first to ledge. I believe he has his mules all done now. Is that a Templar? Looks like a Templar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all players are utilizing Onslaught Gem outside of MrLlama, who has now picked up Frostbolt and Spark. So he is switching it out a little bit and going for that caster setup. Ooh, Windz leading up already in Submerged,
Wow,
going up
crazy
the
layout.
ramp.
Yep.
That is a pretty nice pace for our player over here. And again, this is with no movement speed boots. None of the players have a advantage over the other in terms of RNG. And we can see CuteDog. I believe he logged off, or maybe he died. He is
Apparently,
rerunning Hellrake.
according to chat, his game crashed. So there was no RMT, no shenanigans. Staying positive.
Okay. All right.
But yeah,
Good.
that
Good. He
submerged
seems
layout
to be
was insane
smiling.
for Windz.
Yeah, that was really good. If you check that top layout in Submerged and you just happen to hit it, it is incredibly rewarding. Most players go to the far right just to see if they can get the short instance, but if you take that risk, it can be very rewarding, and that was exactly the case for Windz. But
Exactly.
balormage not too far behind, hitting the edge of the map, so to say, right now, and going up the ramp
Yes.
too.
They're near the ramp right now. Should be maybe a minute or two beyond Windz. Windz is at the waypoint though. So he has a sizable lead right now at this point. I imagine a Templar is formidably stronger than a Witch.
Oh,
Llama
yes.
seems to be ahead of CuteDog, and despite starting late, which is interesting, I guess he did have the crash, so we'll see how this turns out.
Oh, he did have he's setting himself up for the long run, CuteDog is. He did have that decoy mule. Something to keep in mind between Windz and balormage, who are currently in the lead, is also that Windz is on a Templar, so he did have to mule that fire trap,
That
which makes a
is
pretty
very
big
true.
difference. Let's see how these players can utilize the freeze pulse with the onslaught gem, making sure that they do get those last hits with the freeze pulse rather than killing mobs off with the fire trap.
Exactly. It can be. It's actually like kind of cool how it changes the whole mindset. You know, back in the day, you want to throw your fire trap, hit the freeze pulse, let the degen kill like the skeleton pack. Now you want to get the final blow with the freezing pulse at least once every 8 seconds. So it's kind of cool how it changes that gameplay. It changes your micro kind of bit. It's interesting.
Yep, certainly so. Oh, CuteDog is speeding up quite a bit. I think he's a shadow, but he is not utilizing the fire trap, which is a little bit odd. The fire trap will do a ton of damage, but as it is right now,
He thinks he doesn't need it. I think he's just that confident in his gaming abilities. He was saying he was going to win 100%. I was talking to him before the stream and last night. Like, he's just been talking for
hearing
days.
the same thing. Yeah, exactly. He is very, very confident in himself, but currently his performance is looking decent, but is it enough to win? We'll find out.
Stay tuned.
MrLlama getting a little bit lost. All other players are in ledge, with Windz being already in the climb, which will make for about 12-minute prison. We'll see how much time he's going to commit to those vendors. Level 8 vendors are very important. You can get those gems, use them as soon as you hit level 8 when you've entered prison.
Exactly.
So getting a sap.
MrLlama having a bit of trouble there. Trying to equip a wand with a scepter. Doesn't work. Apologies. He's probably going to have to unequip his glacial camera. We'll see if he does that soon. CuteDog with the comb kiss cam. Well, that was a fast kiss cam too. He's like, has an acceleration shot on those today. Interesting.
Yeah. More actions performed. Ooh, balormage on a huge pack right now. Really committing to that.
Portal and wisdom too. Oh
here.
man, it's juicy. It's very important to make sure you get a lot of wisdom scrolls before Brutus. On casters, you want to get coral rings. On melee characters, you want to get your iron rings, your large life flask. I'd say almost all characters want a large life flask if you don't have good evasion or armor gear. It's very important to get currency.
Every now and then you will have a run when you just simply cannot get any evasion gear, and that will significantly increase how long you take killing Brutus. You will see a lot of these players will be most likely face tanking him, but if you don't have the gear, you can't really do much about it.
Yeah, and you just gotta, just get good, don't get hit, like PoE 101, just don't get hit.
I did not get hit. See balormage messing around.
Big alchemy from CuteDog. That's definitely from MTX. There's no way.
At the same time, MrLlama dropping low, there might have been a little bit of a sacrifice from MrLlama, but he does pull through. I believe so far there haven't been any rips.
I've heard CuteDog rip, but we'll have to get a confirmation from chat for that one.
Ooh, was it a Hellrake rip, or maybe
Possibly.
it was the game crash?
It could have been the game crash.
Maybe he just logged out. We'll have to find out soon enough. If he is on a rip, I believe there is a penalty.
Yes, I believe it is 1 minute for the non-pro events and 2 minutes for the pro event. So this is a non-pro event, so it should be 1 minute.
Chat is confirming that there has been a classic Hellrake rip. Happens to the best of us. Hellrake, the race destroyer. But for a race like this, 1 minute, and especially for a player like CuteDog, not a big deal. I'm sure he's still keeping his positive mindset. He does seem to be a little bit quieter now though, compared to the start of the race, but maybe he's just getting focused.
I think he's just focused. You see it in the top part of the stream. No chat interaction. Sad face. PMA. He's in the zone. He has the game face on. Windz going for the early trial. He's in a solid lead, but remember, we've seen this happen before. Players get really far ahead, and then Izaro booty blasts them. Goodbye. You've actually experienced that yesterday. If you want to expand on that.
Yes, I definitely experienced that. A little bit of overconfidence going into the fight might result in a failure, but I don't know if we're going to be seeing this from these players. They are really experienced gamers, so maybe the speedrunning stuff will be a little bit more difficult, but when it comes to those boss fights, I'm sure they will do significantly better than a lot of the pros.
I don't know if I go that far. I feel like the pros definitely do respect the bosses, but that being said, I can agree that sometimes when you race a lot, you get really strong at one aspect, and you can occasionally weaken your other aspects of the game, such as boss killing and microing and stuff like that. So these players do a lot more boss killing, so I could half agree with you there.
Sure. That is probably also a factor that I'm not sure about balormage, but MrLlama and CuteDog, mostly softcore players, with Windz being the hardcore player, and probably a lot more rerolls under his belt. And as we can see currently, he is in the lead. He's the only one in upper prison.
Yeah, and you want to know what I attribute this to? Before the races a month ago, I forced my whole team. I cracked up the whip. All right, guys, we're practicing today. Log in right now. Oh, we're 3 minutes over Act 1 time. Reset. Oh, you forgot this. Reset. Reset. Reset.
I can definitely know that feeling. Hillock runs all day is my second name, so definitely has done a lot of work for him, and compared to the other players, he's doing really well. CuteDog had a great start, but he does seem to be slowing down. He is catching up to balormage, but not that much going on. Currently, MrLlama is looking for gems, or rather, I should say through gems. He is committing a lot of time to this vendor check.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he came prepared for the race, started late, didn't really know what character to make, doesn't even know what gems he's choosing, hasn't really done his research.
A little bit unprepared. Maybe he's looking for that charged bolt.
Yeah,
maybe he's looking for those ravens, but
that's not frozen
wrong game, MrLlama.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get those here.
Yep.
He is picking up a flame totem. Another unorthodox choice compared to the other players who haven't gone for the setup like that. Oh, excuse me. Actually, Windz does have the flame totem too, which will help him out on the single target for Brutus.
Yes, and also make it a bit easier to tank if you get lucky and he goes for your totem instead of you. No one has Spark, yeah. So actually, no, Llama has Spark, so he can pull off the Brutus corner Spark trick to get extra DPS, where the Spark will bounce off the walls. But yeah, everyone else will have to go for straight up face tanking strategies right in the middle.
Yep, we'll see how that works for him. Something important to note is, as for the player's flasks, MrLlama is only on 2 small flasks. Balormage does have 2 large flasks, CuteDog has one large, one medium, and Windz also has two large flasks. Players have either gotten really lucky or really committed to those flasks.
Wow, we've seen this before. I think it was the first race or second race. I think we had Chop, right? He had two Quicksilvers. He was like insane pace, beating everyone. No one knew who he was. We're like, oh my god, who is this guy? Is this a Smurf? But then he had two small life flasks, died twice to Brutus, rage quit. See you later. Hopefully this does not end like that for MrLlama here.
We will see. He is definitely staying focused, running the trial currently. I believe all players, maybe except Windz, have run the trial.
Has CuteDog ran the trial? I'm not sure if I saw that.
I'm not exactly sure. I believe he... Oh no, he just now entered prison, so he definitely has not run the trial. So I would assume that it was Windz that also ran it. MrLlama and balormage certainly already have done it. But we've got Windz coming up to Brutus right now with balormage not very far behind. He
really side by side here. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I want to see who kills it first. Probably Windz, since he is starting like 20 seconds earlier, but balormage opting to open the chest.
Spark. Ooh, he pulled him to a corner, committing to that flame totem tank. Brutus standing a little bit far away from that wall. The sparks aren't quite bouncing, but with those two large potions, doesn't even matter. He's still going down quite fast. Windz really playing it safe, moving around a lot. And this should be an easy fight for him. While balormage going into the room, he immediately drops very low, heals up rapidly, but his potions are half down, and he's getting hit a lot, fighting in the middle. No freeze pulse, no flame totem. He's going to have to try really hard here, or get a lot of portal scrolls, and Windz
exactly. Oh, so low.
Already down. Yep, he's dropping low constantly. Really risky. He does have a 3-link on his freeze pulse. I would assume that it is lightning damage that he's got on it.
I think it's an onslaught gem, which is...
I think he's waiting for the minions. He's getting hit a lot. No
he's
potions.
Out of potions.
He has one scroll. Getting hit by a slam. No. Evades it. The power of evasion. That entropy really pulling through. He does go back in immediately. Immediately gets smashed twice in the face. He's going to be able to get some mana off of those ads. Going to get some life potions off of those ads, but...
I want to see him get an onslaught here and just straight up DPS him up with his large.
Yep. Oh, he does have Arcane Surge, actually. Ooh. So those Arcane Surge procs definitely helping a lot with the mana, so we'll see if he can sustain his life. There's no more ads to kill, only one more to go, and he is dropping low.
He's probably so mad right now. No onslaught, come on, man. He's killed like 10 ads.
No procs.
Never lucky.
Oh, there you go, finally. There Arcane and onslaught procs and kills him really fast.
Blue boots, hopefully those are move speed. We'll find out.
Yeah, but you can see how long really that took. Because Windz, he's almost a ship graveyard already. But we do have CuteDog very close to Brutus now. And again, CuteDog did commit about 4 minutes to that decoy totem mule. We'll see what he ends up doing here.
Maybe he does it in a second. We'll find out.
It's very important that he equips it. Shadow, I don't believe, has enough strength, so he does have to get a heavy belt. He doesn't have a spark, doesn't pull Brutus, fighting him right in the middle. His items are not indicating that he can actually face tank him, but those two large flasks might just say otherwise. We'll see.
CuteDog regards himself as an ARPG god. I think he has this. He has the mechanics, the skills. He has his shield, a positive mental attitude. There's no way he fails this. 100% he has
He might have turned off his autoplay. He's not clicking his potions for a really long time. Maybe he's just playing it safe.
Just conserving his potions. It's all calculated. He's planned everything out before the race. He knows exactly what he's doing, down to the T.
Certainly so. It does take him down. Actually, rather fast, I want to say.
Easy.
Yeah, that was really fast.
No favoritism, by the way, guys. MrLlama coming up to Brutus.
We'll see. His gear isn't looking great. He does have many abilities. None of them link, I believe. So this will be quite a tough fight, but taking so long to get to Brutus, he might have just gotten a couple more levels than the other players, so we'll see. Currently, just chilling in a cage for a minute.
Doing some theory crafting real quick.
And switching his gear around, no gloves for MrLlama. That evasion could really help. You can see CuteDog scrolling through the gems, going for the flame dash pick.
Oh, he's going for the corner trick?
Yeah, he's got it. Let's see, those
Oh.
small flasks, you can
man.
see that there is a massive difference. But he might have TPs, might opt to play it a lot safer here. Just TP out frequently. You can really see the ARPG god in him. He might have not played PoE all that much, but he has played a lot of D2, and those skills definitely transition incredibly well. But he's on his last flash charge.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now. He has the mana, but I don't know if he has the HP. He just has to not get hit. He should get an ad phase soon.
He definitely got hit right
ate
there.
The smash.
It was quite a commitment, but he did know that those ads are coming, so he is simply waiting to get some flash charges here, or he's
looking
to TP out at this point. Oof! Oh!
Oh my god, that micro! Wow.
That was crazy.
That was actually insane.
I expect his player card to say at least 250 APM because that
it says 300.
Insane.
It says 300. He has it.
300 APM.
Yeah, and he just confirmed it.
My god. I don't think it's fair for MrLlama to play with these other players. Maybe with CuteDog, but
maybe he started late on purpose because he just believes he's that good.
He's playing it safe. The slow and steady strategy. Well, that was definitely a display of true skill. Despite not having that many items, he blasted through Brutus, while I believe a lot of other players would just throw a hissy fit and rage quit. So definitely very impressive.
Yes, very impressive indeed. And I just have heard some breaking news, not sure if it's true or not, but on CuteDog's decoy mule, he accidentally selected Ancestral Protector instead.
CuteDog got Ancestral Protector?
Instead of decoy.
Maybe he's going for those Sunder plays. Maybe he's trying to break the meta. Maybe all along he's been picking up physical damage nodes. We're gonna have to find out. I don't believe so.
Maybe he messed up.
Maybe he messed up. Well, has he recognized his mistake yet? He is shaking his head quite a bit and saying a bunch of stuff. I believe if he does recognize his
it could be a mind game. It could be a mind game, you know?
Yeah.
You want someone from his chat, go to someone else's chat, tell them, they'll be like, haha, I got this, you know? Windz is like feeling really confident.
This is definitely a possibility. Well, we're gonna have to see here. He might go for the switch still, but I don't believe so.
I don't believe so.
It might just be a genuine mistake.
I'm calling it a big glowy brain moment. He's just tricking the other players. Let's get a full screen here on Windz. He's first to Merville.
Yep.
See how this fight goes. Doing the spark trick in the corner for maximum DPS. Expertly dodging all the cold damage so far. Specking nodes while fighting Merville. Excellent.
And on top of it, he does have the time to play around with it. Not only does he have a Sapphire Ring, but also he's got that Freezing Shrine, slowing down Merville so that he can deliver the pain. Well, he does get her down. The first phase, the hard phase for some people is over. And with that Sapphire Ring, I don't believe Merville stands a chance anymore. Let's see how fast he can do this. If he gets those lucky teleports or not.
I want to see some MLG flame dashes. Right, wait, he's tipping out? Was he Or he's maybe shopping. He's buying a mana
think
pot
he
too.
might have been He does only have one mana potion, so he might be doing two at once. Some players will log out after Merville, but you can see that he still has not picked up his gems. I don't believe.
Not sure if he has his +1 either. He just vendored a lot of alteration shards. He does have an ult, but you do want lots of alterations in Act 2 as well for your level 18 support gems.
Well, luckily he is a Templar, so he is not looking for as many as an attack-based character, but still, he will need at least a couple. He's probably hoping for a lot of drops off of Mervo because, well, he might also need some transmutes to buy other gems in Act 1. But right now,
Exactly.
the way it's looking, we'll see if he's actually logging out. After the kill, gets 2 rare items, picking up a lot of stuff here. His inventory a little bit of a mess, probably a little bit frustrated that he wasn't able to pick up more, but he does not go back to town.
Already has this Firestorm, so I'm gonna imagine he's going Firestorm all the way, if not Flame Blast
Yep.
totems, but we'll find out.
Yep. But that transmute always super helpful, even if you just use it on your Quicksilver Flask, gives you an extra use if you roll charges, which most of the time you will get.
So Ballard has the second Quicksilver. I'm not sure when he got that, probably the last couple minutes, but it
Yep.
should give him
That
the
must have been
chance
very.
to catch up to Windz. Should
Yep,
probably be going
definitely
a
so.
similar build here. Most likely Firestorm from both of them.
Could be Firestorm. It could also be that Balor could be going for that Fire Nova Mine strat. It's not really bad on a witch either. I do believe she gets all the gems now. It used to be impossible, but right now witch can get anything she wants. Both the Lightning Trap and the Firestorm. We'll see if he goes for a hybrid or commits to a single ability.
Mm-hmm. He won't get the Detonate Mine Nodes, though. They're pretty far away for a Witch, so I would imagine he won't go for the Mine strats, but he definitely could. I'm thinking Caster for Ballad Mage.
We'll see. It could be a later pick too, because sometimes, well, as a witch, you sometimes travel to the right no matter what anyway. So the same way with a shadow, you travel to the left, the same way with a witch, you travel to the right. So both players will be crossing those nodes at the same angle. We're gonna have to see eventually.
So I just gotten some
I,
insider information from
mm,
a secret source. I won't leak them, but Windz is planning on going Glacial Cascade totems if he gets the links and or fusings. That should be interesting.
Glacial Cascade totems.
Yes.
That is a risky play, I must say.
I mean, he's played a lot of Glacial Cascade. He probably knows the strat.
Mm. Well, we'll see if the other players can possibly outplay or out strategize. A very unorthodox strat, but we've got balormage on Mervel. And
Dropping
again,
very low.
yep, and he's low on potions too. Only got 2 charges on that life flask, and Mervel, well, she's very much alive. Ooh, getting hit by a lot of those spears. Ooh, getting hit by another one, gets stunned. The first one takes all of them in. Only one use of his flask. No mana flask whatsoever. Those 2 Quicksilvers super helpful at first, but now a little bit of a problem. We'll see if he's got any TP scrolls. He is really committing to not using that flask. Wants to make sure that he utilizes it fully, but at this point, he has to not get hit, and somehow he has to kill Merva with no mana either. He's waiting for the swords, looking for ad.
I believe the Sea Witch is only coming in the second phase, so yeah, he has to play this perfectly, especially if he
Yep.
has no portals. Although, it's only 1 minute penalty, he could just die and get all his flasks back.
Well, the swords can still give him flash charges, and there it is. He was playing it very patiently, just now got his flash charges, and this should be enough for him to finish off Mervel. There you go. Great play. A little bit overcommitting to his potion usage at first, but
Oh,
ends
you
up not
TP'd out
using a
now.
portal
Wait, why
scroll
do you TP out
just
now?
so he can use a TP
What?
scroll now. Well,
I've been debated.
not sure. He's looking for some items. I think he simply decided that he does not have enough stuff and then just buys a pair of boots.
Blue,
Uses an
green.
essence on them. Well, boots don't have any particular colors. Did not get a mess with that essence, but he got something, that's for sure.
CuteDog also at Merville. One stage behind, so will probably fall second, but he has shown he has very high DPS. See who finishes first.
Oh, yeah. Certainly so. And not too long ago, CuteDog was very close to MrLlama. It seems like he did get very far ahead at this point, an entire zone ahead. CuteDog really focused, not showing his little diglet to anybody. Very committed. Looks away for a second, and Mervo instantly utilizes that fact. There's a ton of damage to him, but he's got enough. He can survive it.
Easy. Balormage also about to take down Merville. Hopefully he gets a bit of rares here so he can start stacking up in the alterations for Act 2. Iron Ring and Broadsword. Oh, greater life loss. That's huge. Level 12 potions. Always insane.
Yep. Very big. Oh, CuteDog dropping a little bit low, but he's totally fine. He's got the gear and the skill to take care of this. But does he have the skill to catch up to Windz, who is currently going to be picking up the waypoint in Sins, which means that he doesn't necessarily run. Oh no, he takes the waypoint. I was thinking maybe he's not going to take the waypoint, maybe he will, and then later on he's going to run his trial, but he takes the waypoint. Let's see if he commits to that trial. And CuteDog takes down Mervo with ease. A little bit slow of a kill. I must admit, his damage isn't looking that great.
He could
but,
be underleveled right now.
Oh, that is certainly a
Maybe we can have a
possibility.
level update where we can find out on that for certain.
Hmm.
Usually if you're having a longer Merville kill, you want to overlevel a bit. I think it's at level 11 roughly. You get the next level on your gems, and that's a big DPS increase at low levels.
Yep. About level 11 and 20%. Sometimes you're going to hit that level 11 and you just can't
Llama does
find
that, right?
those
As you
mobs.
say it. But he will have level 11 gems for Merville, so his fight should go down very easy.
Yep.
Windz with the early lead on the trials. Already gained the Chamber of Sins trial.
What's MrLlama doing? He's running back.
I think he's lost.
He's lost a little bit. He had the right path, and then he just chose to give the players. I believe he's looking to level up his gems. It must be really close to leveling. He wants to make sure that they are leveled up.
He does walk by a lot of mobs, but now he's planning on them.
Yep, he's got him.
Sapphire ring right before the fight too. That's huge.
Yep, and Windz killing a huge blue pack. Gets level 15 in Sins.
My. He's crazy. Wow.
Yep, he's certainly going to have heralds for maybe even his Weaver fight, but usually you get your heralds around maybe the bandits, but he might even have it for the Weaver.
Yeah, which is
certainly going to speed up his skill.
Actually crazy. He's very overleveled right now, but it's not the worst thing. He's got to play it steady, play it safe. Don't die, don't stack up the death penalty. You're all good. Yep. Balormage actually pulling out Firestorm Totems. I can't help it's dual. Actually, it can't be dual. He's too low level. Pardon me, but let's go for the combo there. Totem and self-cast.
Yep. My personal preference, to be honest, when it comes to the Witch, I feel like a lot of players don't utilize that totem setup where you can just drop a totem, don't even worry about it, and the totem will certainly kill whatever they see, and you should still be in EXP proximity. So
it's very expensive early on though, which is why I usually don't go for it. I love to get it when I have the extra currency, but it's always like, okay, I need like 2 sets of wands, and I need like 2 transmutes, 2 ults, 2 ruby rings.
We've got MrLlama very low right now, 50% with no potions. Is he going to play it as safe as Balormage and wait for those ads to get his potions? Is he going to look to maybe TP out? No, he's committing. He's sure that...
Oh my, 3 HP!
And he does drop. He does drop. Unfortunately, he was right about to kill those ads. Maybe that would have been enough.
Wow, she was at 1 HP. Oh my god.
Very unfortunate here. Maybe if he would have had that fire trap with that mule, Mervo wouldn't have recharged energy shield and she would have just died to the burn, but that was quite unfortunate.
Indeed.
Balormage, both Balormage and CuteDog very recently hit the Crossroads waypoint, but they are going for a different strategy. Balormage, a little bit unorthodox, goes to Crypt first to look for the trial and get a little bit of EXP in there rather than go to Sins. While CuteDog goes with the regular strategy, goes to Sins, and let's see how much EXP he can get in there.
So after your race yesterday, could you give us some like details on the different Act 2 strats? Because I noticed that's different for honestly everyone. There's no consensus on like what's the best thing to do right now, especially in a lab race when now you have trials involved. What do you think is the best strategy here?
I'm not necessarily sure if there is a best strategy. I think depending on how your EXP is looking, players will run zones very, very differently. In the past, running to the left side immediately, getting that waypoint in Western Forest was basically the regular strategy. But right now, you see a lot of players going to the right side and either going for Crypt or going to Sins. Some of them even picking up Creighton Waypoint, which is also incredibly unusual. But for the most part, I don't see that many players going to the left side immediately anymore. That you have to remember that that zone is one level higher. So if you don't have that level, it might be a problem. Windz is struggling. Oh, never mind.
Will
I
he
was just
make
saying
it
right,
over?
let's skip it.
He makes
That
it.
was, I believe, those were floor flame dashes. So a pretty big commitment to
I mean,
that
his
little bit
card
of a
says
shortcut.
his APM is Korean, but I guess his accuracy is like
Ooh,
not Korean. I don't know.
not
Canadian
so
Korean, we'll
Korean.
call it
No.
that.
No, we've only got two Koreans. We can see that from the player cams. It's CuteDog and MrLlama with his 300 APM. He did end up dying. Those are the only two players I believe so far that have died. Could they be fakes?
Possibly. I mean, if you're born in Korea, do you have like inherently higher APM? Like, how does that work?
I'm not exactly sure. Maybe we can ask MrLlama after the race itself in the post-race interview. But as it stands right now, he does need a lot of catching up. He is doing a lot of damage to those monkeys in Southern Forest. So setup is pretty good, although be it a little bit unorthodox.
He does need to switch to his level 12 gem soon. I think he's like
Hmm.
10% away from level 12, so we'll see if he does that. Balormage going
He,
straight for the trial. So is CuteDog. So everyone's following a similar strategy so far.
hmm. Well, something very important to note too. Windz has gone for the skill point, so he will have that one passive bonus advantage. But this is a pretty big commitment from him. Most of the fights will be safer or possibly faster, but all of the other players are just a little bit closer to him now. See if they can catch up. CuteDog dropping low.
Oh my.
Ooh, he's playing it safe, utilizing that lightning trap. So he did go for the lightning trap. I do not believe he has a +1. Otherwise, he would be doing significantly more damage.
I feel like Lightning
Agree.
Trap is one of those skills where you don't really need the +1s. Like, I seen Crane, Dead and Doom, even you, like last season, past race seasons,
Mm.
whenever that was like ages ago. Um, and I've always noticed, like, hey, I just set a record, Demi, and I didn't have +1. I had nothing. I had Driftwood Spike Shield, and I don't think it's too important. It's definitely big, but I don't think it's that big of an impact.
At these levels, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Usually, you're looking for that offhand weapon which has the guaranteed damage. The problem with Lightning Trap, for the most part, is that it does not. It has very little guaranteed damage. The max damage and the low damage is very, very different. Therefore, a lot of the times you're going to one-shot a mob, and sometimes you're gonna hit another mob with the same lightning trap, and it will literally take
No
almost no
damage, yeah. You
damage.
get the one lightning
Yeah.
roll, exactly, yeah.
Therefore, the +1 does help with that variance a little bit, but what players are really looking for here is the offhand weapon, possibly with some fire or cold damage that will guarantee
The
that no
higher
matter
average
what,
hit,
they will
exactly.
deal.
Yep.
Yep, they will deal that damage here. Well, we've got balormage who entered all of this later because he has been running Crypt, so he does have Crypt Trial, I believe,
Looks like he
or
just
maybe
hits
just a
14
waypoint.
on Fiddleitis. He's doing decent in levels.
Mm, Well, he would have been pretty low level for running Crypt, but he is fighting Fidelitas. He did enter the zone later, and although he did run the trial also, as did CuteDog, and he is ahead, currently fighting Fidelitas, playing it super safe. There we go. As soon as Fidelitas turns to that totem,
It's just
immediately
easy.
drops.
Yep. You get the DPS pouring. Firestorm is one of those exponential skills, if that's the correct word for that.
Oh, wow. CuteDog really doing a lot of damage to Fidelitas here. Those lightning traps are definitely destroying him. If you kite him just well, he can just walk all over them. But
Exactly.
something that is incredibly important for a Shadow that CuteDog does not have his Flame Surge. Where is his Flame Surge? Doesn't have
I
it.
just think he doesn't know.
Hmm.
He didn't want any help from chat. He wanted to do it all on his own.
Oh.
People are telling him, and they're getting straight up banned in chat. So
Ooh.
he wants it all to come from his own goalie brain.
He has a little bit of making up here, certainly. Well, we do have balormage at level 14. So I believe he is the lowest level, while Windz at level 17, which is quite high. Currently,
Yeah,
he's
I think
looking for
Llama's
a
a bit
Lyra.
lower
He did
though.
commit to that passive point.
Yeah, I think Llama might be a bit lower, and Llama also has no links right now. Is this inexperience, or it's not like D2? You can't just open up your passive tree and that's it. You gotta link up your skills.
Might be focusing too much on actually going through the game as fast as possible rather than getting an optimal setup. Well, he still is a Templar. Is a pretty good caster class, so even an unlinked Flame Dash will do a ton of damage. But
Exactly.
maybe not his. It's not
Not
doing that
his though.
much from what
Not
I've
yeah.
seen.
I was gonna agree, but you said it. I was like,
Yep.
okay, but we'll say it. It's not
Yeah.
gonna do much.
I just saw it. It wasn't that great. Well, despite everything, you can see that CuteDog is just now running the crypt while balormage is going for Creighton. He might have that trial. I don't know. We'll see. Also, something important to note, balormage does have movement speed boots. Therefore, that might be the reason why he is speeding up so much now. He did not have those before.
Especially with two quicksilvers, he should be catching up since no one is using any movement skills this race other than Flame Dash. There's no leap time here. I would like to. I got inside info from Gucci Pradas telling me MrLlama had added fire linked to Firestorm. Not understanding that added fire only skills off physical damage sources.
Yes. I've had that problem before where I've linked added fire to my incinerate and it did not increase its tooltip DPS. So MrLlama suffering from the same problem here. He is finding a huge Harbinger pack with an even bigger Necro. It's got substantial fist and he
I
gives
think he
up
needs to
on
just
it.
get out of there. He makes it. Yeah, he
Yep.
gets out. And the boss is right there too. That could have been recipe for disaster. He wants to go this blue pact though, so he has to do some careful micro here to not get hit at the same time. And look at that, it's taking him ages because well, he just hasn't linked his gems. You kind of want your +1 by Act 2. This is going to be an issue.
Look at Windz's screen. He is destroying Weaver. He is doing so much damage.
And on the other screen, balormage is destroying Kraden. This just shows the power of linking your gems, getting your +1s, and everything set up. It's just world of difference.
Yep, definitely. So something very important to note. Windz' wand is actually incredibly good. It's got flat elemental damage and spell damage, so he's doing a ton of damage. 22 max lightning damage.
That's actually insane. Wow. Especially
And it's
because
also got 2 resistances on
oh
it.
my god.
11 fire and 11 cold. That is
wow.
huge.
RNG can have a huge impact in these races, but most of the times, player skill is the biggest important factor.
Definitely so. Well, balormage in looking for Oak, struggling a little bit. Ooh, what do we have here? There you go. He sees Oak.
I don't think he's done Weaver yet, so he has to go back. Maybe this is his plan. Oak first, then Lyra.
Well, he is only level 15, so he should be getting a lot of EXP, but if he does choose to progress without doing the bandits, being only level 16 in Northern Forest, unless you're farming it, you might just put yourself a little bit behind.
Assuming he's going to Western later, I think he'll be totally fine. He has a nice layout too, so we should be finding the exit very quickly. Should be top left.
Yep.
With Windz and CuteDog going for Kraden right now, but Act 2's all over the place, so it's kind of hard to tell who is in the lead. I believe it's Windz and balormage, but we'll find out with their ball times.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. Even more, balormage does seem to be catching up to Windz, because we have to keep in mind, I'm not certain whether or not Windz did do prison trial. He definitely did not do crypt trial.
I
So
believe
he seems
Windz
to be.
did do prison trial. He was actually the first one to do it, and he did Sin's
Oh,
trial, but maybe not crypt. I think you're correct on that matter.
yep. Yeah, well, we'll see what exactly ends up here. He does pick up the item, logs off immediately. Very quick play there. He opts to go for the skill point. Picks up the apex, doesn't forget.
I guess it depends on what lab is today. Whether it's I don't remember the name of the elemental damage things in lab. Fonts?
Conduits.
Conduits. There you go. Thank you. If it's conduits, then Lyra is very strong, and the mana regen is very good, especially because he's going to go Mind Over Matter, most likely for defensive purposes. But if not, then yeah, I think 2 skill points is better.
Yep, definitely. MrLlama really clutching it out with Fidelitas yet again. Always dropping low, always without potion, but he pushes through with the only hiccup being that Mervo kill. CuteDog getting Creighton killed. Picks up everything immediately. He is only level 15. So unable to use his heralds just yet. And if you look at the other players, they are pulling further and further ahead.
balormage helping Lyra, and
Yep.
apparently today's lab is gargoyles and conduits, so resistances are important.
Wow, that is the reverse of yesterday, where it was when it was conduit then gargoyles, I believe. So
Interesting.
we'll see if the players have enough DPS to deal with the gargoyles. But the big fight is the conduits. CuteDog going back to Act 1, picking up Fire Nova Mine. He's going for it.
CuteDog going for Fire Over Mine.
Yep.
That is, he definitely does want to drop his Freezing Pulse. I noticed him Freezing Pulse the bosses. It's taking quite a bit of time. Taking a bit of time shopping for gems right now. But I believe he does know what he's doing, and he has thought about this beforehand.
Definitely so. I think he was just waiting for his transmutes. With a shadow, you commit to so many gems. If you go for the lightning trap, you have to get the lightning trap, then you have to get the flame surge, then you have to get the multi trap, then you have to get the fire nova mine, the minefield. There's a huge commitment. On top of that, you have to transmit your quicksilver. It takes a lot of time, and he's all of this going around in town means that he does not have better flask. He's focusing on it too much, and I believe that is a smile that breaks out on his face because I think he forgot the Sin's waypoint, and he has not done the trial. No, he has done
Apparently
the
he picked up
trial.
Herald of Ash right now, I've heard.
Yeah, that's not a great idea.
Not the best. Just like Added Fire, only works on physical damage to increase your DPS. balormage just deleting Weaver because he just picked up Elemental Overload 30 seconds before, has the Onslaught gem and Arcane Surge up for that fight. That was like so fast. Windz with 2 shrines side by side, pushing his XP lead even further. Only obstacle one of them though. We'll see how this goes. And that's his last trial. So he is the farthest in trial progression now, I believe. balormage might be ahead of him, but in terms of overall progression, I believe Windz is in the lead right now.
Oh yeah, balormage does have those movement speed boots, but he has no rings. He has a chain belt from the start. He has no amulet. All his items are white. He has only 1+1.
You know what I call that? That's the caster life rise. It's like end of every race. Your gear's all white. Who cares? I'm a caster. I don't need flat LE. I think it's totally normal. It's fine. He's an expert.
Usually you can sacrifice a race or two by just YOLOing it a little bit, but here there's so much on the line. I don't know if in the end this won't hurt him a little bit too much. He might be building up to just crafting those better items later on, but we're going to have to see. I would certainly say that his Firestorm Totem strategy is making a huge difference compared to the other players though.
Yes. Llama looks like he has also picked up a Firestorm Totem. So that is actually his only link, a Firestorm link to a totem, along with another Firestorm. He's opting to actually help Creighton, and realizing that he can't pick up his amulet early, so he has to go kill the other bandits first, then go back to Creighton. I don't know if that's the correct strategy. I don't think that movement speed will help too much. You kind of want that safety and just survivability for the boss at the end.
Oh yeah, definitely so. Very much unorthodox. He's also still using an iron ring, and he dies. MrLlama dies. He was looking at his
Ooh.
passive skill tree, running into a bunch of mobs. Maybe he thought there's not going to be anything. I definitely know this
Yeah,
feeling. As of very recently. That's how I died for the first time this league. So,
yep, that Harbinger pack, they just surprise you sometimes. You think you full cleared the zone?
yep,
Surprise. I brought some buddies with me.
exactly so. Well, we've got both balormage and Windz in Vol Ruins right now.
I believe
It
with the
doesn't
same
seem like.
progression, yeah. Yeah,
I
go ahead.
think so. I think Windz does not have crypt done
Oh, he
yet.
has script done. I've seen, he just did it for the...
Oh, Windz just did crypt.
Exactly.
Okay, I was focusing on the other players.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
hard to keep
okay.
track of all of them at the same time, definitely.
Hmm. And I believe they're at the same pace. I think balormage also did the skill point. I'm not exactly sure. I did see him
Windz
going
did do the
down,
skill
but
point. Not sure about
Windz
balormage.
definitely did the skill point. Yeah. balormage was running around in Western a little bit, so there is a possibility that
I
he's done
think
it.
Valor's gonna push ahead here. His Quicksilver versus movement speed is gonna take him ahead. Seems to be
Well,
reading the zigzag layout pretty well so far. Oh, Windz actually finds the ball first.
yeah.
There's a bit of layout RNG
balormage.
here, but
Yeah, balormage going up, that definitely is not the right way to go, I believe. He needs to commit to going down a little bit more. He's almost there. I think his layout is quite big, but I don't think he was getting lost up until this point, so he's
at the
just
bottom of
basically
our screen,
farming.
sorry to interrupt you, we got MrLlama with an intense Alira fight right now. Sitting at like 100 HP for like 10 seconds. No HP pots. Trying to get potions off the zombies. Kiting around his totem. Hopefully his totem takes the aggro. Has to not go on any corpses right now. Does not want to get corpse exploded by the corpse of the boss
Ooh,
or the zombies.
that's gonna be close. He gets a little bit of a charge on his potion. Use it. There you go. He's gonna do it. Always cutting it close, but he pulls through every time.
He's here
Picks
for the
up 2 times.
entertainment value. This is actually calculated from MrLlama. He's an excellent player. He's just trying to make it seem like he's inexperienced. It's just another mind game. Him and CuteDog, they're talking about all the mental strategies they can pull in. You know, they got PMA, you got the mind game. So they've thought about this beforehand. They've planned it all out.
And CuteDog finally utilizing his Fire Nova Mine, doing a ton of damage to Weaver. We'll see he can make up some ground here. It is 2-linked currently.
Damage did look pretty good there. A lot better than his freeze pulse. That is for sure.
Yeah, that is for certain. You can always set up Fire Nova Mine for those big boss fights like Weaver or Vol, which will make all the difference. And despite everything, even though balormage was ahead right before, now he's really committing to the essence skill. He gets a woe essence.
That's actually
That's gonna
huge.
get him a
Wow.
bunch of spell damage. Yeah.
That's insane. If he gets a crazy one for Izaro, oh man, easy peasy. That,
Yep.
he needs to get a 4-link now because I'm assuming he's running 2+1s.
He's running a single +1 currently.
Ooh,
The
okay.
other one that he's using is white, so this will make a massive difference for his damage, especially with that totem.
Wonder if he's gonna use it now or wait for a higher eye level one. Nice links. We'll see. He does want 3 blue for a self-cast Firestorm, assuming he wants to do Izaro at a low level and not rush dual totem.
Very much so. Something important to note too, Windz for the longest time was using a chest piece. Currently he's got it de-equipped, but that might have slowed him a little bit, and balormage with those movement speed boots, he could have just been catching up due to that fact too.
Going for an
Getting
early mind over
so
matter, but I don't think he has any auras equipped. Definitely wants to run
Yep.
some auras to get the optimal ratio. The optimal ratio of mind over matter is your life times 0.43. That's how much mana you want to have for one-shots.
Very much so.
Definitely wants to heal
Something.
the thunder at some point.
Oh yeah. But something very big to note is the levels difference. balormage just now hit level 18, while Windz has level 20
Oh
already.
my,
With CuteDog
20?
being at
Wow.
level 16. Yep, MrLlama level 14, so he's still looking to get those heralds sometime in the near future. Currently fighting a very angry Harbinger pack
Oh
here.
my god.
Oof, he's right on the zone difference, level difference, so these packs are going to be very tough for him.
Especially if you
He is
don't have the damage. He needs to link his Firestorm. Someone tell him.
Yep.
Oh
Somebody should definitely
my.
drop him some insider info. Ooh, is he going to get him? Yeah, he cleans it up nicely. Firestorm is still Firestorm, though.
Gets a
Still
red, blue, blue wand. All linked. So he could craft a +1 on that if he hasn't already.
I don't believe he has. Maybe he's still looking for those alterations.
I did see him craft a ruby ring earlier, so yeah. Maybe just waiting for more materials. Definitely a skill you pick up the more you play PoE, the better you get at picking up materials for crafting.
Yep, definitely so. Also, something to keep in mind that he is only level 14, so he has killed significantly less mobs than the other players have, dropping low again on Weaver, cutting it so close. He's doing so much damage to him, it doesn't even matter. Firestorm is really good on those long fights, basically works like a damage over time. You just place it on the ground and it keeps ticking away. So if the
Exactly.
target is standing one spot, it will do a lot. One of the bigger differences between Templar and Witch and then Shadow is that Shadow does not get the Firestorm, therefore he has to commit to the almost melee Flame Surge, which tends to be a
Oh,
problem in terms of
MrLlama just found a
survivability.
Quicksilver right now. Let's see if he. It's a blue
Ooh.
one too. Could come with Adrenaline, which could be very interesting. Windz
Ooh, he
also
is
starting
dying
on.
though.
Ugh, pay attention. Windz also starting ball right now. Let's go full screen for this one.
Oh, he's loading up, moving his gems around.
Cleaning his inventory, perfect time to do so.
Yep.
There's lots of stuff in his inventory to switch out later.
Everything that he's using is yellow. Honestly, his gear is looking really, really solid, especially the wand still. Now that players will need resistances to stay alive in Act 3, he's really got the perfect setup. Right when Vol pops up, he starts using that Firestorm. He's got one ad up. Vol coming in with a slam. Already 50%. Oh my
Very
goodness,
good
that is so
DPS.
much damage.
There's a bit of
Yep.
RNG here on what type of AI you get from Vol. If he goes up and down, it just spams minions, maybe spams lasers and stuff. But so far, pretty good. Wow, no minion phases, so he
Yep.
never goes down. That was a beautiful fight.
That was very nice. And also something to keep in mind, he was getting really insane firestorms for a while. Ooh, is he going to? Okay, I thought he's going to vendor that yellow ring, but
Oh
no,
yeah,
he's doing fine there. Um, Something important to note is that he was getting really lucky with his firestorms. For a second there, I thought he had a concentrated effect, but I don't believe so. He was just getting really concentrated fireballs, which delivered so much damage to that ball.
could be the MTX. Giving like a secret hidden plus 20% average damage increase. We'll never know. GG will never tell us. They won't confirm or deny it. We've asked, and they just refuse to.
Well, eventually they're going to have to commit to some sort of statement, so we'll definitely find out. But we've got CuteDog struggling a little bit with these Vol ruins.
It's definitely a very troublesome layout if you don't know the strats. It's either zigzag or S-shape, and if you don't have that mindset going in, it's a recipe for disaster. It takes the zone from one of the hardest to solve to one of the easiest once you figure it out. And just coming in right now, apparently Balor has a 4-lane with 3 blue, 1 red, which is actually perfect colors for Firestorm Totem. And he has the Essence of Woe, so he is set gear-wise, I imagine, for Izaro.
Well, he can't use it yet, but won't help him on this Vol fight. He is switching his gems around. I believe he does still have Onslaught in his Firestorm. Let's see what you can get here. That Firestorm Totem will be doing so much damage, but does it make up for the insane offhand weapon of Windz? His damage is looking rather okay.
See if he gets a lot of minion phases. This will be the same order as last time. Windz also started out with a laser.
Yep. I don't believe Windz had any minion phases actually, so a pretty lucky kill. Hopefully balormage is going to get the same.
His totem's on the chill ground right now, losing a bit of damage.
You have to remember, currently the chilled ground is only 10% compared to the 30 that he used to do. So not that big of a deal. He does not choose to reposition it. And Vol is totally tunnel visioning the ice ground. He is all about it. Giving balormage a chance for a very
Really
swift
good
kill
AI
and
selection.
drops a yellow wand and a yellow shield.
Oh
Huge
my,
potential for those
that's
items.
actually huge. Shields have been buffed this patch. What type of mods would a player want to look on a shield right now?
He might still be looking for those plus ones. I believe he did get a plus one. I'm not sure if
Looks
it's
like a +1
fire.
lightning to my crazy physical damage one. Unfortunately, you can't
Yeah.
really run a winder at this point, especially if you don't know that's your plan going in.
Yep.
IPD and flat fizz.
Unfortunate. That is PoE. You often see those very rare item drops, and then just when you think you've got something good, nope, it just didn't quite roll. He is still using a white wand, however, in his offhand, so really just about anything will be helpful. You can see 2 essences in balormage's inventory, so he's keeping those. He's looking to craft something good just so it could set him up for those big boy fights coming up, like Izaro or Kitava in the very far future still.
Let's
So
go
they
full
point out
screen
we
on
are
Windz
at the...
here.
Ooh, going for
Starting
the
the.
piety kill.
Yep.
I can't look.
Close your eyes. It's
I'm
fine.
closing my eyes,
It's
please.
fine. It's fine. You can open your eyes. He actually
Is
just
it
deleted
over?
Piety. It's over. Yep.
Are you sure?
It's over. It's fine. It's done.
Oh,
I
okay. I see
promise.
it. Oh, okay. He's looking for the trial. All right. Good thing. Good thing. Great job from Windz. Oh my god.
He actually destroyed Piety. That was like 2 seconds. Like wow. His firestorm damage is insane right now. I
Last one,
believe it's just
Firestorm with a
onslaught.
good
Yeah.
offhand will do that. Ooh, dropping low though.
Sitting in the fire, degen.
Ooh, a little bit risky play, but calculates it just right. See MrLlama now really far behind. Sadly, he is in sins. Does he know about the trial? We'll find out. He might, even if he doesn't know it, it might seem like he's gonna accidentally find it.
Yeah. I think he knows
Nope.
it. He's
Nope.
done a bit of racing before. Oh, he's going down
Mm,
though. Maybe he is exploring. We'll find
mm,
out.
well,
He's going the scenic route. He's exploring. He's That's what they call routing, I believe. They do like just
mm,
explore everything. They want to find all the hidden secrets, hidden bugs, etc. He's just
yeah,
routing the
mess
run
around
right
with the
now.
masters, get that spell damage craft. We'll see. He
Exactly.
is level 16, so he is still getting 100% experience. No penalties here. He seems to be totally fine. Ooh, CuteDog sees a rare box, turns away,
Click it, click
runs.
it. Oh, I want to see some
Mm,
freeze. I want to see the reaction after.
yeah, well, that is not enough
Playing it
for
safe.
CuteDog to commit. Yep. Well, we'll see.
Does not want to die in the middle of cavern, having to rerun that whole instance. Only has one Quicksilver. I don't believe he has move speed, so it would be quite a run.
Nope. No movement speed. Really hasn't messed around with his gear almost at all. He did have really nice gear for Act 1, but now that he's closing in on the end of Act 2, he really needs to start paying attention to his gear a little bit more, other than just his links. Well, he is level 19 also,
It's a
therefore
pretty good level for Vol. It's
that's a
respectable.
pretty good level, yeah. Possibly will hit level 20. The lightning trap is significantly weaker, I would say, past Northern Forest, so we will see that damage fall off very soon. But he's got the Fire Nova Mine, and in my opinion, at this point, committing to the Fire Nova Mine usage might be a better idea. He has a Tora in his instance. CuteDog might be in a little bit of a pickle here.
I don't think he's gonna opt in to do it. It's a race. He knows it's a race. It's not time to go to your hideout and craft.
Hmm.
I don't think he's gonna get baited by it. I don't believe Windz has picked up all the bus in Warehouse District. Or Warehouse Sewer, sorry. Warehouse District is no more.
Hmm.
Not opting for the skill point, even though he did opt for the Western skill point earlier. This is interesting.
Well, he is level 23. Maybe he feels like already so high level he doesn't need to run around too much. I personally also got debated a couple times in those sewers looking for the bus, and you can use up a lot of time trying to get that.
Exactly. I believe Windz might actually be trying to make a statement here to the event organizers. When he was asking to join, it's like, so am I a pro racer or am I non-pro? So he was a little bit
Oh,
confused on
wow.
that. So he might be trying to get a really good time. Like, hey, put me in with the big boys. Let me show them what I got.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he can really pull through. It's definitely a statement indeed.
Yeah, if he can get a sub 130, hey, we can definitely throw him in there and see what he can do.
Well, sub 130 is looking rather difficult at this point, but he has been setting himself up. All the players have been saving up a lot of currency and a lot of items just so they can do a lot better in Act 4s and 5. We'll see if everything pays off. Sometimes you just save that currency for the entirety of the race. You think you're playing smart, and then bam, you don't get anything on your items, and all that time that you could have been using the items before, completely wasted. We'll see
This just
if
coming in
things
right
go
now,
well for
Dead
him.
and Doom asking to be switched out with Windz in future races. Dead and Doom's.
Ooh. Dead and Doom pulling out, and he's only 15. We'll see if this is something that we can arrange. I'm not exactly sure. Havok, any
It's
comments?
maybe we can. It's a little bit last minute. Like it has an impact on the production value, but I mean, if he doesn't want to do it, I mean, we can change some things up. I think he just needs a good talking to. Like he needs a mentor. He needs someone to coach him. You know, it really helps, especially when you're that young.
Mm. All right, well, definitely. Maybe if CuteDog steps up his game a little bit here, he is doing quite well, but I think he has to step his game up a little bit more. Maybe then Dead and Doom will respect him, and they can start a nice, beautiful friendship. CuteDog teaching Dead and Doom how to have that positive mental attitude, and Dead and Doom teaching CuteDog how you really supposed to race.
Yeah, it's a very good trade there by both players.
Yep, and especially, oof, I'm seeing it. He's killing the piety, but that
It's
is
okay,
so much less
Rise.
damage.
It's okay. It's okay.
I feel like with Windz, he got that done really fast. And sometimes when you're scared, things feel like they last forever.
Oh,
But I
definitely.
think in the
I
case,
thought that was like a couple seconds, but I can understand your
yep,
disposition 100%.
yep,
Any second,
definitely so.
top end lighting tick, shock stack, shocked. Sorry, no shock stacks, and then goodbye. Windz
Yep.
finding a 4 link will. No red sockets over Glacial Cascade colors, but he could go self cast Glacial Cascade. 3 blue, 1 green. That is interesting. Oh, and he chromes it for 2 red, 2 blue.
Oof,
And again
pretty
for 2
unlucky
red, 2
here.
blue.
I think he gets it.
Yeah, 1 blue, 3 red. Yeah, that's definitely perfect.
3 blue, 1 red, you mean?
Oh, did I say 3 red, 1 blue?
I believe that
Oh,
is what you said.
my
Just so
apologies. 3 blue, 1
the
red.
watchers do not get confused. We have to establish that. What do you think he's going to use in that red? Is he going to commit to maybe an added fire, possibly?
I would
Mm,
either add a fire if he goes Glacial Cascade or Spell Totem. I believe he was going to set up a Spell Totem
mm.
in there.
Ooh, that is correct. He is going for those spell totem. Oh wow, that is even better than I initially thought. I
Yeah,
completely forgot that he was going for the glacial cascade totems. Mm.
CuteDog fighting wall right now. Let's take a look. Eating the laser, but it's almost dead. Will he tank the smash? Does not tank the smash. Missed a bit of the fight due to Wind's 4 link RNG, but damage seemed not bad, but not crazy. It was okay. It was alright.
Yep, that's pretty good. Well, MrLlama, we've hit the 1 hour. Well, for MrLlama, we have to keep in mind he did start later, so 1 hour and 6 minute mark. He gets the +1.
Firestorm
So
LE
huge
Prolip
congratulations to
is
him.
his choice of links, which is interesting. New strategy potentially.
Yep. Well, what do we have here? CuteDog being level 19. Right now entering Act 3. Windz being level 24.
Oh
Heading
my.
over to Solaris. Quite high level. Honestly, he could already go to Dogs, but he goes for the Solaris at this point. It does not make a difference for him. We've got balormage in the sewers. at the 112 mark with level 21, and MrLlama level 17, looking for Oak. Looking for Liv. Ooh, and he gets a bad layout too. We'll see how he pulls out of this one. Choosing to kill Oak also. That is going
This is
to
gonna take
most
a
likely take a while.
while. We'll
Yeah.
come back in a couple minutes when that finishes. Balormage
Sure thing.
opting to do all the busts from what I can tell. Going for the one that's out of the way.
Mm.
Could be wrong in that though. It might just be looking for the exit. Ah, he's looking for the exit. Okay. Maybe he has not done the bust.
Yep. Well, definitely a decision here to be made for some players. Possibly CuteDog utilizing to the biggest extent is getting those respec points out of the bus. Not only do you get a skill point, but you also get the respec points, which might help out a lot with some of the early game commitments to your skill tree.
Exactly. Is you want sometimes early game you want to pick up like a dex node, int node, strength node because you gotta equip some gear. At late game, sometimes you just don't need it because you get something even better, especially with the Solaris quest giving it a rare amulet later on. Oh, he finished Oak.
MrLlama is
Nice.
done. Yep. Oh god, that took a while, but he is done with the Oak and moving forward and gets the lucky layout. Nice. Sometimes you get a bad Oak entrance and yet you end up with the best layout ever.
Windz just finds a Chaos Orb too, which is actually humongous. He already has one good one. If he can get another rare one, then maybe Chaos is just something insane. His damage is going to be crazy with that 4-link if he gets to use it. Balormage going low, and he logs out. That was quite low indeed. I did not see what hit him. I think it was just freeze pulsers in the crypt. Or catacombs, sorry.
Ooh, interesting choice by Windz. Sees a chest, plays it safe, artisans, runs away. I don't know. We've seen a lot of chest skips. I think it's time for players to
I have
start
seen a couple
committing.
though. I just saw a Windz YOLO one. I saw Balormage YOLO one earlier. So I think
Mm,
if they're near the start of the zone, though, they might do it because like, you know what, if I die, it's whatever. I'm right here. But if they're like in
right.
the middle, no, thank you.
Well, something interesting that you can commit to is either IDing the box or leaving a TP, running to the waypoint, going back to town from the waypoint, entering your TP, and then no matter what, even if the box is super risky, you can always log out and play it safe.
That is true indeed. Windz on the way to the last bust, I believe. Oh no, he's going for a trial now, but I believe he has the thematic sulfite.
Yep, he's definitely got it. Getting a bunch of EXP out of Catacombs. This is nothing like our last event. The players can fully reset zones and go wherever they want at any point. So whether they or not they go to a specific zone is their choosing. Uh-oh, there's a flashbang.
Oh my! What do I even call that?
Close your eyes, kids. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think we're able to show this on stream, so please refrain from such behavior in the future. Windz will certainly be penalized.
Not going on D&D.
Very naughty. Oh, we've got another Harbinger pack. MrLlama has learned his lesson, I think.
I think he's gonna walk away from this one.
Yep.
Pick a better fight another day. Choosing your battles wisely. It's a good
Live
thing
to
to learn in
fight
PoE.
another day.
Exactly.
Well, balormage dropping a little bit low. Finding those ribbons and Solaris, those can be quite sketchy. He does have a pretty large amount of life, 428 life for him.
And
CuteDog
MOM.
sitting at 500, but something that is very interesting, I think, about the setup that he's running is that you do exit to pick up those mind notes through Blood Drinkers, so you do pick up significantly more life than a usual build would, but if you're dropping traps, you can't deal instantaneous damage. If you're dropping mines, it's the same thing. So very risky play, especially at this point where Lightning Trap, you can see he's struggling quite a bit. Firestorm is still doing very well for balormage and for Windz, but the Lightning Trap doing worse and worse.
Exactly. There's a reason Firestorm and Sunder, skills of those like, are banned on occasion just so force people to go away from the T1 racing skills and try something new. CuteDog logging out there. Why did he log out? Was he low?
I
Was he
think
trapped?
yeah, he was trapped. I think he was just trying to get away from the corner. He was
Oh,
fighting
he was
along the
actually
back.
min-maxing there. That was a dead end. So
Yep.
oftentimes you see players do this in prison. You get to a big dead end instead of just running all the way back, wasting your quicksilver charges if you have any, but just log out and go the other way. So very good play by CuteDog. +1 to him.
Ooh, we've got Windz committing to the busts now, after he's run Catacombs already.
I think he realizes he wants the levels and he wants skill points. Maybe he's rushing dual totem.
The Kitava fight is no joke.
Izaro fight,
After
but not Kitava. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
If it was a Kitava fight, we might be here for a while. I might.
Oh. Sorry, I'm already living in the future. The Kitava fight is the next event. A Kitava fight would be very nice with these players, I'm sure.
Might have to rotate casters out every couple of hours, or else we might just lose our voices.
Yep. Oh, let's see.
Balormage skipping the white jeweler's box. I might be able to drop rare rings even as a white one. I'm not sure about that, but good bases are never a bad thing, and it's free XP. So yeah, as a totem, I would have opened it.
I would definitely say that something that all of the players have been really either strategically saving up, or some might look at it as not fully utilizing their potential. They've been just simply saving all the currency they can get, rather than using those alterations, using those transmutes, possibly using the essences that they've been gathering this whole time. They've been saving it. And
on the note of essences, I've heard Balormage uses Essence of Woe on a leather belt, which I believe just gives flat energy shield. Doesn't seem too valuable to me, because if you want to get some ES on a random item to get that stun avoidance, you can pretty easily do that in a race like this. But
well, he did end up getting 2 resistances. Something that is a big deal is that the energy shield is a prefix, which opens up more possibilities for him to get suffixes, therefore getting more resistances, and that's exactly what he chose to go for, the defensive aspect of it. And yeah, he's got 2 resistances on a leather belt, which will make all the difference.
if he's helped Lyra, his resistances should be very good. Llama going back to Kraden, because he noticed he could not further progress in the caverns, because he did not have the Apex. Choosing to actually kill him this time instead of helping, so he's going for the skill point strategy now.
Yeah, he doesn't even care anymore. He knows he has to get the skill points. Wise chose, by the way.
Close your eyes. CuteDog's fighting fighty. Close your eyes, Rise.
Oh my god, why did you tell me that?
I'm sorry.
He logs off.
He kills her. Easy. Have you submitted a ticket to GGG to nerf Piety yet, by the way?
I've submitted so many, you have no idea.
Oh,
I'm submitting them for 4 years, but...
Oh, wow. Daily email every day?
They haven't been responding.
Unfortunate. One day. Never give up.
When I saw CuteDog logging out, really had my hopes up, but... Oh well. He is using a chess piece, CuteDog, on a...
It's this 4-link, though. It's this 4-link, so it's not too bad.
Yep. 2 resistances, too.
Ooh, that's very nice.
That's going to make a pretty big difference now that he's moving into those a little bit more difficult zones, a little bit more resistant.
Apparently, we just missed a Windz rip. Unfortunate.
I'm saying the same thing. Yeah. He is in docks, right at the waypoint. I think he's EXPing at this point, so honestly, these penalties won't really matter all that much for players of such a caliber. Exactly. I think, has balormage died? I believe he's the only person who has not died yet. With Windz dying once now, he is getting EXP. Let's see what sort of level he's looking to get. Most likely, probably just a 28, right? He's just looking to equip that Glacial Cascade.
Or, well, no, he has 3 blue and a red, so probably... I don't think he's going to go Glacial Cascade. He could. I would be surprised. I think he's going to stick to Firestorm at this point, but I might be wrong here. Depends how accurate our insider source is. And coming in, apparently he died to the Hedge Maze Trial. He got hit by a bunch of poison darts after clicking it. So he did get it. He does not have to rerun it.
Okay. Why do you think he's not going to commit to his initial strategy with Glacial Cascade Totems?
I think he might just realize that Firestorm is just so strong, but He does like to gonna go for the hipster strats. He likes to be known as like the Glacial Cascade guy, the Magmorb guy. He likes the branding potential, so it depends. What's more important, the strength in this race or future brand recognition, especially when looking for sponsors?
Certainly so. Well, he is level 27 now, so that is a pretty big commitment. I think he might be going for the level 28. Maybe he's looking to equip a Flame Blast. We'll have to see. But 27 is significantly above any of the other players. Balormage was really close at one point, but currently he's sitting on 23, I believe. And what's also super important is that he's just about to hit 24, but he is 23 and in docks.
Fighting a scary
and
Harbinger pack right
by
now.
A bunch of stuff. Yep. So he is getting a little bit EXP penalized.
You said he was 24? I think he should be fine in docks, to my understanding. He's 24.
Yep. He's 24 right now?
If he is, he should be fine.
No, I believe he is 23, just about to hit 24.
Ah, okay.
We'll find out in just a second.
Llama almost at Vol. Let's see what his Vol TPS is like.
Yep.
It looks like he has a bit more links now. I see a 3-link, a double 3-link to my understanding. Maybe you can expand on his gem links right now.
Sure thing. Just give me a second. I think Balormage right now hit 24. So we'll see what he's looking to do. He has done everything else that needed to be done. So you will be getting EXP here. And something to point out too, Windz is about to hit level 28, so
I think he's gonna jump right into Izaro right after.
That is a possibility for sure.
Up to the corrupted zone, does not opt to do it. I think he's gonna start lab right now and level 28 in the lab. Picks up Flame Blast.
Flame Blast, yeah.
You can never go wrong with pizza. Pizza's love,
Yep.
Pizza is life. Never seen anyone play pizza totems before. It's a pretty cool skill.
I feel like MrLlama is getting a little bit unfortunate here. He's every time I look over at his screen,
always a Harbinger.
He's fighting some Harbinger pack. Oh, nothing much you can do about that.
Yep.
Getting a little bit RNG'd, but I feel like it's been a while since we talked about CuteDog. What the hell is CuteDog doing? He's running his trial.
Catacomb trial, yeah.
Well, he's got everything else, and we've got the first player in the lab. It is Windz.
Going back to town for something, though.
He's typing in bomb. He wants the big boom boom.
Frost bomb.
Is he looking for the chill?
Could have been Orbital Storms. We have to go, or maybe it is a frost bomb.
Oh, maybe he's looking to set up a curse and hit. We're gonna have to see, but MrLlama has Vol popping up right here. Let's check how his DPS is looking. I've seen better.
Yeah, it's aight.
It's aight. I don't believe he's going to get it down. Actually, something interesting was that I think all the players have had. Ooh,
oh my god!
All
he has 2 lasers in a row.
Yep, all players have had a very good ad phase. While MrLlama gets the ads now, so that will even further slow him down.
1 mana pot
is
left.
Certainly not on his side.
Hopefully he can keep his mana. He's gonna take. Oh my god! He's playing with the hearts. He like barely walked out of that smash. It's all on purpose.
Well,
flame dashing the second one.
Yep, he's right about to down it, but we've got Izaro popping up for Windz. Those gargoyles. Let's see what he can do here. Ooh, takes a big
Actually
slam.
pulling out the Glacial Cascade totems. We've been debated.
I don't believe he's killing the gargoyles.
He is. Oh, he was attacking
the gargoyle is up.
You just need to kill it, right?
He has to kill it. Izaro gains a significant amount of damage and defense off the gargoyles, I believe. So
while they're up,
he manages to do this, his other kills will be very, very slow. But he is using totems, which is really cheap.
I don't think he has MOM either, because he has 800 HP and only 267 mana. It looks like no MOM.
Gets that last gargoyle just barely.
This
So
looks
we've got
easy.
one gargoyle in play.
I think they're all dead. Yeah, all the gargoyles are dead, to my understanding. That looked really easy, in my opinion.
I think as long as the gargoyle pops up, he does buff up Izaro himself.
We'll have to get a confirmation on that. I believe you just have to kill the gargoyles and you're fine. I am not certain on that.
Okay. We've got Balor in docks. Still EXPing. Still looking for those mobs. Committing. Logging out.
Our resident lab expert, Gucci Paras, confirms that if you do kill the gargoyles before you progress to the next phase, they do not continue on to future Izaro fights.
Oh.
We can all
I
learn
thought as
something
long
today.
as the gargoyle pops up, because one of the gargoyles did pop up.
It only
He's
buffs
running
it for
around and
the
everything.
duration of that fight, I believe, while it's alive. And then once it dies,
Oh,
if it
okay.
dies, then Izaro is debuffed from whatever buff he just gained.
I see. No, he is heading to the next room right now. We are at the, from his timer, at the 128 mark. Pretty good run.
Very good time, yep. He's making a statement. He says, put me in with the big boys. I got this.
Well, we're gonna have to see. He still has the difficult part of it, but with his damage, should be quite easy. He is sitting on a large amount of life. I believe he's got 680 life. Not exactly sure.
853, actually.
It's 853.
Kind of insane. That's the power of Templar. You get that fat life.
Crazy.
I think he went through the life nodes on the left, opting for a different route to totem nodes than most players. Getting Will Smith again.
Oh, that's
I think that's the name. That's the name of it. Yep, I remember now.
Of it? Excuse me.
My apologies.
Well, balormage running through that bungus. Level 25. We'll see if he's going for the 26. MrLlama in Sarn. There is a limit of, I believe, 2 hours and 20 minutes to do everything. Do you think MrLlama can still kill Izaro in this time? He's still got an hour.
Well, he just needs an hour to enter lab. So if he enters lab before the 2 hour 20-minute mark, he can take his time as long as we don't go over the next event. So I think he can pull it off. An hour just to enter it. He has this. He can over level, play it safe. You always want to complete the event.
What the hell is going on CuteDog's screen? Where is he? What is that?
Wait, what is that? What? Let's go.
I've never seen that before. What is that?
Oh, he's in prison. That's where he is. I thought he was in the Battlefront or something. I was like, what? That's a really weird Battlefront layout.
That is a really weird prison layout too. Look at that thing.
Wow, and
it's a huge dead end.
Getting distracted by the kiss cam. Subs supporting the streamer financially, but not in the race.
I don't know about you, but personally, feel a little bit silly whenever I see those streamers pulling out their little diglet on stream. I thought it was about gaming and not about the diglets. But he does have an acceleration shrine. Ooh, moving around with that big bleed. Yep, he's going fast. This is the way to do things.
Yeah, I do find it quite frustrating when you're watching a stream and the streamer just keeps on telling you about their Twitch Prime promotion or the 50% off subs this month, especially when they just tell me over and over again. It's quite frustrating at times.
See you saying, yeah, I can definitely see you saying that, but a tasteful mention every now and then definitely doesn't do anybody any harm.
Indeed. Gaining
access to those amazing badges and emotes is definitely very worthwhile.
Which you can use globally all over Twitch and ad-free viewing.
Very much so. But we've got Windz on the second fight. Izaro just about dead. As for this phase, perfect play. He goes right through. None of the statues are standing up. Easy.
I don't even think he went low. It looked very calm and collected. Clicked all the statues at the same time.
800 life. Well, we can see that. How do you think CuteDog's mental attitude is right now? He's still pulling out the Diglett, but
I believe
I'm
it's a
just.
Devourer, not a Diglett, but I could be wrong.
Sorry, it was so small. It's very difficult for me to see.
Fair enough, fair
CuteDog's
enough.
Devourer.
I'll try to make sure to full screen his next Devourer if it
Yeah, make
happens
sure to
again.
zoom in and. Yep. I would very much appreciate that.
Windz
Well,
finding the unique Peregrine helmet with 10% MS, but I don't think he can use it. Missing stats, it looks like.
well, MrLlama running into the middle of some barriers
Oh
with an
my.
acceleration shrine gets out of there right in the nick of time.
He's playing with the hearts. He's doing it all on purpose.
Yep, I think so. Playing it safe and steady. You do not use the word slow in speedrunning.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Damage being... It's okay. Oh my... It's not okay, Raiz. It's not okay right now. Close your eyes. Damage being incredibly important in Path of Exile. It's one of the strongest forms of defense. If the mobs can't hit you back, you're totally safe. It's over. You can open your eyes, by the way. Went a bit low there to around 20-30%, but other than that one really high lightning roll, it was fine.
My goodness. I believe I am sweating way more than these contestants. They're really playing it cool. None of them showcasing any forms of mum spaghetti. Oh, that was crazy.
I'm thinking for the
Although
next
CuteDog is
race next
fighting.
weekend, we should have a Piety race.
Mm-hmm.
That should be very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a first to 10 Piety kills or something?
When are you playing this race?
When am I playing? Oh, I'll commentate it.
Okay. I can't.
You'll
can't be
participate
there.
in it. Why
I can't
not?
make it.
No, you
I'm
can
going
make.
to China.
You're going to China.
Yep.
Windz on the last Izaro here. Oh, whoops, wrong cam. Windz on the last Izaro here.
Well, we'll see what he can do, but he really set it up correctly. And he's in a great spot, freezing his arrow. That frost bomb doing a lot of work, lowering the resistances.
Well, it looks like we'll be having a winner-winner chicken dinner. Looks he does not get hit.
Maybe let's not call it too
Ooh.
soon. Probably a little bit low there. There we go.
Easy. Gets the unique coral amulet and a treasure key as well. Let's see what he gets from his chest. Nothing special.
Oh, huge crawl. CuteDog popping off.
Oh, there's their Devourer cam. And a 6-link cam.
Quite impressive.
Very impressive indeed. Windz takes the rank 1. Easy. Many easy claps in chat right now as Windz ascends to Hierophant and claims his title. Definitely be seeing him in a pro event in the future with a time like that.
Yep. What is CuteDog doing, by the way?
I believe he's been in Act 3 for a while. I guess he's XPing now, and he believes Sarn is the best place to XP.
Well, he is level 23, so I think he's a little bit under leveled. He's probably looking to get into docks. He has run through docks. Maybe he wasn't getting enough EXP, and he's felt like he needs that little bit more. Oh, balormage doing extremely well. Also, currently level 26, pushing through.
Oh my god, look, Llama screen. It's Harbinger back again. Flame dashes through it in the nick of time, opting not to open the box beside him. Oh, maybe he will. Oh, YOLO clicks it, doesn't care. Has a totem up to protect him if it is a freeze box.
Well, something important to note, he is level 22, and CuteDog is level 23. So despite all the confidence that CuteDog initially had, not only has he lost to Windz, he might lose to balormage and MrLlama too. MrLlama's really close, starting to close in. CuteDog finally decides to go to docks. Not 24 yet. That's not the problem.
Llama going really low. I think he's planning on getting all the buffs right now. These discharges are very scary if you do not have the lightning resist. He's opting to just flame dash through them.
Definitely playing it safe. Calm and calculated. We'll see if he gets a big boy discharger. Even if your captain resistances a powerful crits discharger will definitely take care of your business.
Indeed.
Don't believe he has the defenses to take on such a formidable enemy. He is fighting a rare discharger. Doesn't get hit though. The correct play, not getting
Chaos
hit.
Orb. Easy. That's awesome.
Well,
It's always fun to see when
balormage.
players get those currency drops. I love to see them craft those big items, especially in a race like this.
Oh yeah, for sure. We've got balormage almost at 27. He's focusing a little bit more on his gear. I think he knows. I think he knows that CuteDog just now hit level 24. He's got all the time in the world. Windz is a little bit ahead, but he can still, balormage can still stay ahead of CuteDog. And we'll see
And
how his lap
Llama,
is going to go.
unfortunately, going down to a
Ooh.
Harbinger.
Yet again, the Harbinger pack, it really does seem to be his nemesis. I'm not exactly sure if he has. I think he has played this league. So he knows about the Harbinger packs. Maybe he has not played since the changes to Harbingers, where in the first patches, Harbingers really didn't do all that much. Well,
There is a
now.
rare discharger in the Harbinger pack as well. That's the big boy you're talking about.
Yep, that is definitely the big boy. Fighting two rares currently gets. So despite Harbingers being not so formidable before, now with all the changes, they're still not really. But every now and then, they're going to catch you off guard. And sadly, MrLlama fell to it. But he's back in. He's going at it. He is committed to run away. Yep. Yep.
He's trying to run away, but the Harbinger's like, hey, get back here. I'm coming for you.
Yep. Well, you can't really get away from those. Ooh, and balormage, level 27, going into lab. Not opting to go for any level
Sticking
28
to
ability.
Firestorm, hoping Izaro stands still for the majority of the fight. Could work.
Yep.
The
He
gargoyles do
does
stand still, so that is actually very good in that aspect.
have significantly less defenses than Windz. Only barely starting to get 700 life. We'll see where he allocates that skill point. Not really utilizing it yet. I don't believe he was waiting for any item in particular, and he gets life, 725 life. We'll see what he can do with Firestorm.
725 is a decent amount. I believe the pros had around 500 life
Yep.
roughly yesterday. Yeah, so
About
players are
500.
up and get a bit more life. They might even be a bit higher level, so I think we'll be fine.
That is correct. The lowest players were level 25 in yesterday's race, so their life was looking a lot differently. But maybe he's still looking to get that level 28 just by clearing the lab. He is killing a lot of mobs, and CuteDog is doing something. CuteDog, I believe, totally did something to his chess piece that wasn't a good thing. He has 2 green, and prior to that, he also had 2 green. I'm not exactly sure what he was able to do
I
with that.
think he was going for Fire Nova Mine colors. I don't know what the optimal colors are. Imagine many blues, but
I believe it's a 4 blue, honestly. I think you can go for the
Trap in
blue
Mine, right?
green.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
trap and mine, but that is an energy shield and armor chest piece. That would be quite difficult to roll. And honestly, he was blue, green before, and now he's red, green, blue. Those greens just don't want to go away, and he totally does not need them outside of a single trap and mine damage support.
I believe he's now looking to craft a wand, or maybe he's checking all the vendors for, a wand with nice colors to get that +1. So it's probably his best option now that he's
Yep.
lost his 4-link, quote unquote.
He's still using a white wand, as is balormage, who is currently engaging Izaro. We'll see how this gargoyle fight goes for him. If he does have enough damage. Ooh, he's attacking the wrong one.
Oh, he has a I don't remember what it's called, but it disables one gargoyle in the fight, so he chooses to instantly kill the one that you could not damage right away.
Well, he's got a gargoyle up. The second one's going to be up too. He does not have enough damage. This will be a long fight, but as long as he plays it safe, he should be alright. But honestly, compared to Windz's damage, this is so much
Yes.
less.
The mobs are moving, and that is a weakness of Firestorm. Maybe he should have opted for 28. If he's 27, seems to be like 40% away from 28. Get that
Yeah.
Flame Blast, pizza it up, get that huge initial hit on each mob. Would have been easy.
Yeah, maybe that's why he was killing so many mobs. Maybe he's not too committed to this. Maybe he's just trying it out, testing the ground. Maybe he hasn't checked any of the websites for how the fights are looking.
All
Right now,
players
he's
have
just
access
it
to
safe.
poelab.com if they want to look at the layout beforehand. It's totally up to them. They can even practice the layout before then.
Yep, exactly. So it seems like Windz is definitely utilized exactly as he's utilizing whatever the hell is going on his screen right now. Oh,
I don't have Winds' screen up. I have full screen on balormage, but I'll let you. You can let me know.
it's okay. It's better to not.
Okay.
Thank God. Players have been banned for less. I'll tell you that much.
All right.
Well,
We'll ask about it in the post game interview.
we've got CuteDog going through Solaris, dropping a little bit low, but he knows what he's doing. He hasn't been to Solaris yet, which is interesting because that is a pretty big problem, actually, because that means that if he hasn't been to Solaris, but he has been to Docks, that means that he's cleared Docks at level 22.
Oh, that's a lot of lost XP, and it kind of just
That
snowballs on
is,
top on you.
yeah, he was only getting like 30 to maybe 40% EXP. That's why he went back to Sarn. And right now he's starting to get EXP again, but balormage pulled very far ahead, and MrLlama is close behind.
balormage finally takes down the Izaro, first phase Izaro. Firestorm showing to be not that strong. balormage stretching right after, shaking his wrists and stuff. He's like, oh man, that was intense. And it definitely
Yep.
is. Like, when your damage is low, it makes PoE just 10 times harder, which I'm sure most people know.
Definitely so, but if he managed to do that fight, I think as long as he does not get hit, he'll probably manage to do the second fight too.
Indeed. Where are they right now? I feel like MrLlama is pretty close to CuteDog. He's in the market.
Yep.
He just goes to Battlefront, and then he's only behind Docs, but CuteDog wasted his Docs experience. He is very close. I am actually curious if CuteDog, or not CuteDog, MrLlama will beat CuteDog in this race.
Man, the Glacial Hammer Warrior, the champion of the people, MrLlama. This would be a huge upset. Most confident player of them all, CuteDog. Losing to MrLlama? We'll see. Definitely MrLlama coming into this one a little bit of an underdog. We
It
didn't
would
quite
be an
know
upset
he has
if
been
he wins.
practicing. Yep, definitely so. CuteDog is a very experienced player, but racing is a completely different scenario, and that's really where MrLlama
Exactly.
shines. He's been doing it for years, maybe not necessarily in this game, but in Diablo 2, which is a pretty similar game.
Hey, Mr.
But we've
Llama's
got
fighting
CuteDog.
Harbinger Pack again. Why does he
Yep,
always get Harbinger Packs every zone?
he's really, yep, he
It's,
loves those Harbingers, or
yeah,
they love him.
it's hard to tell if he's looking for them or just really unlucky.
It does seem like he did get a little bit lost with the layout, but now that he's found the Harbinger pack, he knows he can exit safely. He was certainly looking for it. We've got CuteDog coming up to Gravicious. Don't think he... Did he pick up the waypoint?
I'm not
I
sure. I
think
think
he's
he's
looking
going
for
straight for the hedge
Gravicious.
maze. I would imagine.
Well, that is
Maybe I'm
definitely not the
wrong.
way then.
He's going
I
for
don't believe
Piety?
CuteDog... I don't believe CuteDog knows where the hedge maze is.
I think he's lost. He needs a map.
Hmm. Players will often not use the map and go for their instance instead. This could be the problem. He is messing around with his settings, so he has been thinking about something else instead. Finding a substantial fist pack while changing his settings. You
True
better show me
mark of
that.
an ARPG god to
Yep.
successfully survive that encounter while multitasking in other areas.
I think
And
if he would
killing
be
the
showing
pack
his
at the
Diglett
same
right
time.
now.
I
Yup,
believe he's
that
changing
is
his stand
crazy.
still key, maybe for the, oh, he's doing the numlock trick. So for those of you that don't know, mining can be very what's the word?
Strenuous.
Yes, strenuous and tedious. But with the numlock trick is you set your standstill key to numlock, you press the whatever hotkey you selected, and while you're holding it down, you turn off numlock so it's always down, and it makes it a lot nicer to play.
Yep. Sometimes causes a little bit of problems, takes a little bit of getting used to, but eventually it's comparable to World of Warcraft's keyboard turning. Once you get used to it, it is very nice. balormage's still on the white wand. I think he knows he has some time here to optimize his gear
Equips a
heading into that
shield.
second fight.
And one of the statues is not going to come up, I believe, because he looked for that debuffing component of the lab before the fight.
Yeah, he's definitely committed a lot of time to that, but again, he knows that he has the time to do so. What the hell is CuteDog doing? Where the hell is he? This is the wrong race. I wasn't wrong after all. He's going to Kitava.
I think he's confused. Maybe someone can let him know this is an Izaro race. I mean, it says on the screen normal Izaro race. I think this is an advanced strategy from CuteDog that we just haven't seen coming.
Exactly. Instead of spending and committing so much time into getting level 28, he chooses to go for the easy kill, for some, the piety, to get that skill point instead.
For some, indeed. Instead of XPing Docs, he says, hey, I can XP on the way to Piety, get the skill point on top, make it like I've got more effective experience.
Well, balormage fighting Izaro right now. He's doing really well. His potions are up. Gets hit for a little bit there, but he does not care.
I believe only the Frost and Flame statues are coming up right now, to my understanding. So he does not have to worry about the lightning component at all, which is very good to avoid getting shocked.
Oh, yeah. He's committing to just disabling one. He thinks he can take it. He does not care about anything.
Ooh.
And there it goes. Full potions. Doesn't even break a sweat.
Does the fire one, does that reduce your fire damage?
It might just give him some resistances. We're going to have to confirm with the lab experts. I am not known as one for certain in the past.
Definitely not
and especially
me.
after yesterday's race.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well,
You're talking very low to Harbinger pack, saying zap to zap to zap repeatedly. Oh, I think he just realized that that was the wrong way and he's turned around.
oh, there we go. I think he was maybe actually looking for that Kitava kill instead. Who told him that?
I don't know. I think he knows it's an Izaro kill. I think he's just looking for the hedge maze. Just didn't know where it was. Thought it was in Lunaris. You know, you only do it once a league now.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Hedge maze, Lunaris. Story adds up. Only CuteDog. He's going into the library. No, he's still looking for hedge maze.
Yeah, I think he's just he just needs a map.
I think he's looking for a headhunter. Somebody tell him that he needs a Nemesis mod.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get Xana 8. I don't think you can get Xana 8, get to maps. Oh, is it Xana 8? I don't know. Whatever Nemesis is from now. Whatever level. We have around 30 minutes left. I don't think he has enough time.
Well, we shall see.
Apparently, he was so confident on his gaming abilities, he wanted to show you how to fight Piety. But he heard that Llama was catching up, so he decided, oh, this is a close race. I respect my opponents. I'm going to give him the best that I got.
Wow. Well, we'll see how he comes up here. MrLlama is in docks. What if MrLlama actually opts to go for the early low-level kill? He is level 25, so he will be at least 26 when he will be fighting Izaro. Dropping low. No Harbinger pack in sight, though. Unusual.
Very unusual for MrLlama, indeed. CuteDog with the Master Shrine to help him get through the hedge maze. Those Devos chunking him very hard, along with the Chaos Snakes. Getting a bit lost, looking for the trial, though.
Yep. Well, he does find it. He's got that Massive Shrine, so he's tanking those Devour.
The extra HP is not necessarily beneficial because the traps are percentage damage.
Very much so, but the Devour still hit you for a flat amount of damage, so the Massive Shrine definitely helping out a lot.
Scary Ghost on MrLlama's screen choosing to log out instead of fighting it. He just got spooked. Now let's go to balormage full screen right now on the final Izaro fight.
Well, let's see what he does here. He can with none of the side
that
effects
flame
in
dash.
play.
That was a 3k elo flame dash, maybe even 4k. Expertly dodging the thunder.
4k. Give the man some credit.
Okay, that was
Definitely
a 4k elo flame dash.
Oh yeah, certainly so.
Confirmed by our lab experts, the buff from the last fight is giving him more fire resistance, so this fight will take a little bit longer.
Well, we'll see. I do not. Maybe it was not up, actually. I'm not exactly sure.
Oh my. I hope he has cap fire res.
Yeah, maybe we said it a little bit too soon. He does. He has been taking a lot of damage. He does have that buff, yep. Izaro definitely burning up a little bit. balormage was looking a lot better just a second ago,
Yeah,
dealing a lot
conserving
more
his
damage.
potions right now. Opting not to use them right away, since you know he only has limited uses. Dodges the slash.
Very much so.
Gets more ads, feeling confident. 2 quicksilvers to always keep moving.
Very little damage.
Yes.
This will take a long time. Ooh, that was close.
Izaro's lack of standing still, on top of the reduced fire damage from the last Izaro fight. It's gonna make this a very stressful situation.
balormage, every time he starts playing it very defensively, whenever he gets hit, fully utilizing the 110 energy shield that he's got, waits for a situation where his energy shield is back and then commits to an attack. His potions are back, playing it safe, playing it slow, but steady. Dodges everything. I think this is more than 4k MMR. Honestly, this looks like 4k, but only because he hasn't played for a while and it's decayed.
Honestly, that could be the case. You might be onto something here.
Dodges every single slash. Beautiful play right there.
Izaro didn't even aim for him in that last fight. He's like, you know what? This guy, if I aim at him, he's gonna dodge this. Let me aim away from him.
Maybe that was his strategy all along. He's showing his stats. He let his brother play on his account before. That is the only reason why Windz has won. And now that Izaro knows the stats of balormage, he is totally surprising him and doing so much damage. There we go.
Easy. Well done, balormage. Second place finish.
Stumbled a little bit, but then really committed and did a ton. He seems quite pleased with himself too. Although stressed. Seems to be sweating.
Definitely a stressful fight. CuteDog, checking the vendor for 4 links. I did see a 3 blue, 1 red, but he's not opting for a totem playstyle. Going for the mines. The red gem, not that useful.
Yep.
I believe balormage is 0 deathless. I'm not sure. Was Windz a deathless? I think Windz died once, right?
I believe Windz has died once, at least. CuteDog, I believe, has also died only once to Hellrake. I'm not sure. MrLlama has had a rough run due to RNG.
Yes,
and balormage,
many harbingers everywhere.
There we go.
And there we go. Another harbinger pack. Along with devours. Oh man. Confirmed Windz 1 death, Balor 0. Oh my llama. Oh my.
Yep.
Finally he's able to find an exit to that scary situation.
He's looking for the hedge mace. He knows exactly where he is. His long-term experience in the game definitely puts him ahead of CuteDog. He knows exactly where to go.
I think he's gotten all the trials now, and he might be going to lab now. CuteDog spending too much time shopping. Oh, CuteDog's in lab though.
Yep, CuteDog's in lab. He's level 27. I think he got a little bit scared at some point, and he's like, okay, I better go. But he's only got 1 death, while MrLlama, I believe, has at least 3. So we've got to add 2 more minutes. But something to take in mind, too, to keep in mind, is that MrLlama has started later than the other players. He's at
Yes.
151, while CuteDog is at
Hold
157.
on, I'm
So
not sure if
those
that
devs.
timer is accurate, because if you remember, his Hellra kill is at a minute 20, which is obviously incorrect, so
Ooh,
probably
he
have
might have
to
started it a little bit later. Yeah,
get our
we'll
stats
have to
guys in the
confirm
background,
later on.
exactly, to do some math and see what its actual starting time
Yep.
is. I'm
Well,
actually curious here, who will win? I'm kind of leaning towards Llama pulling an upset, just for the storyline, but
well,
we
he
shall
is in
see.
lab. He's got the perfectly calculated level. He's at level 26. CuteDog being level 27 and a half, but MrLlama running ahead. Oh, MrLlama!
Oh,
Mr.
don't die!
Llama!
Use your stand still!
Oh,
Oh,
there's no
oh,
harmingers in
oh!
there. Lagging. Lag.
I think he just did not
He's
notice the puncture, or he believed his HP potion would have stopped the puncture damage. Unfortunately,
I
wasn't
do
strong
not
enough.
think
Might have
that
clicked
is
his
the
level
case.
12 pot instead of his level 24 potion.
Lag. I saw it. His brother was playing on his account.
Hey, he has a can, man. That was not his brother. That is MrLlama.
Mm,
I
well,
had my money
CuteDog.
on Llama. I don't know. Maybe not anymore.
Well, CuteDog dropping pretty low there. Got at least 2 gargoyles up at this point. They're really destroying him. Dropping low constantly. The second gargoyle coming in. They're slow, but they will do a bunch of damage. The third one's definitely going to be up. He is
Oh
not.
my. It's definitely very spooky when all three gargoyles are up. Izaro is very strong,
Yep.
very resistant, and just very fast.
Dropping low. But CuteDog remains calm. Shaking his head. Confident
Taking the
of
hits,
his third place.
using his potions expertly, not over
Yep.
spamming them. Well, slightly over spamming occasionally, but he seems to have enough charges. He's not running out.
He's doing very well here. Cleaning up those gargoyles. Getting those ads.
Looks like CuteDog actually has a stream team sending him information. Llama won Death in Lab. So he has knowledge of Llama's position. Will that make the fight
Well,
scarier? Will it make him confident? Let's find out.
well, MrLlama currently dropping low, getting chased around by a big ass discharger. Very risky. And CuteDog cleans up everything. Except Izaro himself. Needs a little bit more. We'll see, but he does not have all that much mobility for the most part. He was face tanking Izaro a lot. We'll see if those confluxes might be enough. He's shaking, he's moving around, he's dancing. Seems to be listening to some gachi bass.
Definitely an inspiring soundtrack. Might even win a
Oh,
Grammy this year. Sits
definitely
on
so.
a trap while stretching it out. You gotta pay attention, look at the screen. I can recommend that. Definitely look at the screen while doing lab.
Oh, MrLlama stumbling a little bit around in the entry room by the stash. Oh, we'll see. He sees something. He sees the gargoyles.
See if he knows to go and kill the gargoyles first before DPSing a Zoro. Sees the green laser. Will that mean anything to him? Yuta going very low on the other screen to traps.
Well, the link is going both ways. Somebody's getting the suck here, but MrLlama kills the gargoyle instantly. No problem.
Very well done.
He's got the damage. He can kill the gargoyles
Wow, his
immediately.
damage is really good. Firestorm is
Yep.
showing its. So why is this Firestorm so good compared to balormage's? That is the question.
Ooh, well. Oh, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh my.
Uh-oh. Oh, oh, uh-oh. That is a problem.
That
MrLlama
is
falls yet
indeed a
again.
problem. Lab proving to be quite difficult.
Yep. Remember to never, ever, under any circumstances, ever laugh at any player that dies in lab. It can be super difficult.
Exactly. Lab is, even for a player like me who's played this game probably 10, 15,000 hours, I find Lab
Mm.
incredibly difficult.
Even for you.
Even for me.
Mm.
I don't know what it is. It's just so hard, man. I can't do it. You're like, my Lab to me is like Piety for you.
Mm. I see. Well, CuteDog. That is probably not the case for CuteDog. He's doing really well here. Also, some might say that lab for you is like piety to me, but also lab to me is like lab to you, judging from yesterday's race.
True, true, true. You're in a super solid lead. Unfortunately, 3 deaths to Izaro. I believe they're all in the first phase, actually, as well.
Yep.
Underestimating the
First phase
elemental
got me good.
damage. Exactly.
Well, that is, again, not the case for CuteDog. He is going strong, and he's got the easy part to do now. Or is it? We'll see.
2 Izaro fights left.
Oh my
Llama
god.
dodging a ghost.
MrLlama,
Every time we
Mr.
look at Llama's
Llama.
screen, he's always in like a cluster of like crazy nonsense. Harbingers, ghosts, dischargers. He just loves it. Loves it all.
This is not a friendly experience. No wonder you
No.
see all these players go on Reddit and post
Oh,
about how
talking
PoE
about
is not
dischargers.
noob friendly.
Yeah, rare
Yep.
discharger right there. Oh my.
Oh my goodness. MrLlama definitely being it seems like everybody else was doing quite fine, and then MrLlama just takes all the beatings of everybody else. But we've got CuteDog fighting Izaro now. He does not click the conduit. He does not care about the statue.
Maybe he's
Looks to
waiting
the
till the
side,
very end.
dodges the flame blast. He can sense Izaro. He can smell him. It's CuteDog. He goes
That is
sniff,
true.
sniff, and dodges everything.
Cooking these statues now, it's a delicate balance between DPS uptime and dodging.
Oh yeah,
Did
very
not
much
dodge
so.
there though.
That was not a dodge, but he knew that he's not gonna get killed instantly. Therefore, he just played his cards right. Izaro's still got a lot of life.
Apparently, every
He,
time CuteDog's eyes move away from the screen, he's changing his playlist. His playlist a source of power for his gaming abilities.
Well, let's see if that will be enough.
It appears MrLlama has ripped again while we are focused on CuteDog's fight. He's entering lab for the 4th time now, I believe.
Some might call it a rip. I call it a tactical exit. I think he knew what's coming and just exited early.
Fair enough.
CuteDog very slow. Very much slowed down. Picking up everything he can. Those mines will be destroyed by some of Izaro's attacks. I believe the Sunder and the Leap Slam will destroy it. Maybe even the Shield Shard deals enough AoE damage to destroy the
I
mines.
think he actually has
Unless...
clever construction spec, so they will not
Yep,
destroy it.
but that is only 5 seconds. If he does leave the trap on the ground, it will not get far enough. Izaro can still disrupt the traps after 5 seconds, or excuse me,
That is
mines.
true.
And with firing of a mine, it's dealing more and more damage, so it's very important that those mines tick to their fullest extent. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Taking a big hit.
Oh, wow.
Well, he's playing it so very slowly, but definitely very strategically. Izaro is quite low. CuteDog making sure that those statues are not up so that he is not buffed up. He's only got one more to go through. The flame one, and he's got 2 statues up. 2 statues.
That is very sketchy. I think you are a couple of seconds ahead of me if you want to keep that in mind. MrLlama starting his 4th lab attempt on the gargoyles. See if you can take him down this time.
Well, that's a pretty big commitment, but he's going in. He doesn't even care. He will continue. And the big problem is one of them is fire, and he primarily deals fire damage.
Indeed. Was it what was the second one? Lightning or frost?
I'm not exactly sure. I think it might have been lightning.
Ooh, so double dipping on both his damage types.
Yeah, he's still got 2 coral rings equipped, so not that much resistances. He does have fire and cold on his chest piece, using a starter wand that you're quite lucky with. Not too many stats. His other wand is just a white quartz wand, with his gloves being level 1 rawhides. His boots really don't have anything outside of 9 intelligence, but we all know he doesn't need more of that.
He already has a very, very, very glowy brain.
Yep.
PMA is sending him to the next level.
But MrLlama fighting Izaro yet again. Let's see what he can do here. I believe he's got only one gargoyle left to kill, dodging everything.
He has
Did
been in this situation before, I think. With all the
Yep.
gargoyles dead.
Especially
Oh!
this situation. This part of the situation has been in a
Yeah.
lot in this
Yes.
race.
10% HP running for his life, mashing potions, indeed.
Yeah, we've seen that situation a lot from MrLlama, but he's pulling through this time.
Oh my.
That situation too. Yep, we've seen that one before. MrLlama, we know you're an entertainer, but we've seen this before a lot. You don't have to see it again.
I know, we know you like to live on the edge. Show us what you're actually
Yep.
made of. Just demolish Izaro.
There you go. Well, he does
Not
have two
yet. I
plus
thought he was
one
done, but not
wands.
yet. I think he's
Well,
just
he's
playing
still
it safe
going.
right now. 3 HP pots, 1 mana, 1 Quicksilver. Dropping a Quicksilver for an extra HP potion for these fights.
I think that is the correct choice. He's really playing his time, so that gives him an opportunity for his mana to regenerate. So he doesn't have as much pressure when it comes to the mana side of things. And as I say that, he runs out. He has to kill some ads. Well, CuteDog soon entering the final room, one room ahead.
Oh, he does down Izaro though, and upgrades his mana pot mid-fight. I think he just got a level 24 mana potion, which should be very strong.
Wow.
CuteDog opting for
MrLlama
the silver cash.
swipes off the sweat. Swipes off the sweat. He's feeling the pressure. He knows he can still do it. CuteDog is in trouble.
I don't think CuteDog's in trouble.
CuteDog
Before,
is in trouble.
I
He's entering
disagree.
the room just now, but he's got those 2 buffs. If he gets hit one too many times, might just make it for him.
He is an ARPG god. There's no way he does not have this. He's watched yesterday's races. He's seen everyone's death to Izaro. He's processed it in his mind overnight, you know. He has this.
See what you're saying.
See, look at that. Expertly dodging the slash. He knows he can't get hit.
He has to move around a lot. We'll see if his spacing plays a role in this fight. He's committing to so many attacks, I should say. I wanted to say he's doing so much damage, but honestly, with those double buffs and one of them being fire, he's not doing that much damage, but he's definitely trying.
And it almost looks as if Izaro has MTX on with the fire and lightning damage buffs.
Yep.
We all know
Maybe he
MTX does buff your character in this game. More than aesthetically.
Well, taking a bunch of damage there, but Zara doesn't commit to another attack. Oh, CuteDog's really playing it safe.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now. One hit is going to do so much damage if he gets hit. I don't think he's gotten hit yet.
I don't think he's gotten hit either. He's only gotten hit by the barrage attack.
Which usually doesn't do too much damage, depending on the overlap. It's the auto attack,
getting a
slash.
little bit.
Oh, that
Getting
dodge!
a little bit impatient.
Dude, you see that
Yep.
dodge? And he ate asunder. Oh my, he's getting impatient. He's mad. He's yelling. Yeah. You can see his face on the screen. He's mad.
Oh yeah. There you go. He's out of potions.
Oh my.
Getting very much impatient. He was committing. CuteDog is dropping low.
Apparently he hasn't even blinked the whole fight. No potions, 300 HP, he can't get hit. 120 HP gets a potion charge.
This is perfectly timed. He's got it under control. He knew when the ads are coming. He's really playing it safe now. Waiting to make sure that he's got potions, not getting hit. He's going back to his initial playstyle. He did get a little bit impatient for a minute.
He's so low. Dodging the thunder.
There's a misclick.
Oh, ate the slash goodness. Somehow. I thought he dodged that one. That was weird. He was behind Izaro and he took the slash damage. Out of mana. I'm not sure if he has any mana pots. His face cam covering half of his potions. Looks like he actually has a hybrid flask in his third slot, but it's hard to tell. Probably a mana.
He does have 2 giant mana flasks and a Quicksilver. Very clutch, but Izaro is going down slowly.
This is like... There we go, finally.
There we go.
Just sitting on 1 HP forever, I'm like, oh my god, kill him already, don't get hit. Easy. Collecting 3rd place.
Nice. Well done by CuteDog. Well, MrLlama feeling the heat now. He's got 14 minutes or a little bit less, and he's fighting Izaro. He's clicking all the statues. Definitely doing very well with that, dodging everything. Doesn't have much room to attack. His totem has to do the majority of the work. He does have 2+1 scepters. Therefore, he can really leave the damage to the totem itself.
Exactly.
But most of his items are white. The only item that is rare, actually, that he is using is his amulet from the Solaris quest. And it's not that great. Let me tell you. It's not that great.
Getting a very good Solaris amulet can always be a huge boost, especially like spell damage, multi. Well, most multi's not that important. Crit chance would probably be a bit better for the elemental overload procs.
Oh yeah.
Life resist.
Very much so.
Many good things. Oh wow, those hits.
Oh, what do we see here? He's
3
slowing down.
potions. He's totally fine so far.
I can see he's very focused. Can he continue to dodge everything? Getting a little bit impatient, a little bit frustrated. You can see that little bit of frustration on his face. He knows he's fighting for his life here.
I wonder if he'll time the statues correctly. Oh, that hit was big.
Yep.
I believe he knows he needs to time the statue clicking correctly to not take it over to the next phase.
I think so. He's done lab before many times. It has been a while, but I'm sure he's experienced this mechanic before. Yep, he's rotating well. The totem really doing great job there.
Eating a big slash, that's always very spooky. Especially if it gets followed up by a barrage.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, he does have the mana. He opts not to use it. There you go. Is he going to time it just right? CuteDog did not time it correctly, but he still prevailed. I don't know if MrLlama's setup is going to allow him to not calculate this perfectly.
He has less HP to my understanding. I could be wrong in that, but
Yep,
650
that
is
is
not
correct.
too
CuteDog
much.
had 100 more life.
Ooh, takes the fire one down. They take the other. Oh, 2 down with him. This is same scenario as CuteDog. Fire and another one.
This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough, but if he plays his cards right, if he takes his time, that totem keeps sticking away at his arrow, I believe he can do it. He knows how to do this. He knows the mechanics. He's been through the attacks. He knows what he needs to dodge and what the tells of his arrow are.
Exactly. I hope he pulls it off. It'll be very frustrating to have to rerun all that, especially after the first 3 or 4 reps in lab.
I think MrLlama is a little bit of a master of the positive attitude, just as CuteDog. Honestly, whenever I see him speedrun Diablo 2, or he has been playing Path of Exile, he has been keeping a positive attitude for the most part. He's still smiling.
Yeah, so... he's always has that smile on his face. Very lovely to look at.
Yep.
Very energetic too.
Yeah, especially with the loss of Helm, and a smile such as this one is definitely very much needed for the Path of Exile community. Indeed. As described yesterday by the winner of one of the events, Dawn, the Path of Exile community is very special. Therefore, a smile here and there will do us a lot of good.
Indeed. Our hearts go out to Hellman right now. He's unfortunately dealing with the consequences of a hurricane, so he's currently figuring out living situations, but he's planning on joining us for casting and racing in the future.
Yes, very much looking forward to that. an expert racer, just as MrLlama will be certainly in the future if he stays as committed to these races. We'll see right now what he can do. He opts to search for the other exit. He should be quite close here. He's going the wrong way.
He doesn't know the layout, which is... It's fine. You don't always know these things if you haven't done lab too many times.
Yep. Oh, he is close. He was close. He's getting further away now. Imagine if we were wrong. How silly would that be?
I mean, we could be wrong. I have seen some exits on this side. I don't think it's one of those layouts today, but there is a chance that we are wrong and he's correct. But it's not looking like that right now, so we're saved.
Yeah, I believe he's looking for just some potion charges.
I think
here.
it'd be to the left here, top left.
He's searching in the lava.
Maybe he's trying to level up, or he wants to get like the open that chest there. I'm not sure what this one gives.
Oh, he has been picking up all the other.
Oh no. Has the panicked or seething flask there to instantly go back to full HP.
Yep. That's been really helping him out in all of those sketchy situations, but now he's closing in on the exit and he does not have that many potions, so he's probably going to... Oh, no, excuse me, that is definitely not the exit just yet, so he's probably going to be able to recharge his flask, does not pick up whatever was in that chest, and instead keeps looking for mobs.
I think he is a bit confused on where to go, opting not to continue down the path that was not a dead end.
Oh.
Maybe it's this way. Oh my! Those traps. Losing a lot of potions to traps right now.
We definitely have not seen that. We've seen that amount of HP from MrLlama before, and he goes in. He goes in, and he's potions.
I think he believes he'll get his charges from the ads in the fight. He might just run around for a bit, max out his charges.
Oh!
Crafting some gear before Izaro, good idea.
There you go, he's committing to the level 1 belt. Thrown an alch on it.
6 lightning res, a bit of ES, not bad, not bad. Might have saw some thorns there, min-maxing a bit.
Yep.
He's definitely been getting
lightning
hit.
resistance. And weapon elemental damage, not going to be helping him out too much in this fight.
Killing the ads, getting the potion charges.
Yeah. He doesn't need to kill ads outside. He can kill ads. He knows there's ads inside of the room.
Exactly.
He can just take his time. Slowly let that totem trickle away. That is Izaro's HP. He will be totally fine. The +1, have to keep in mind, the +1 fire gems that he has on his weapon does not affect the spell totem itself, as the spell totem is not a fire ability, so his totem isn't particularly tanky, but it does look much larger than CuteDog's.
Oh, indeed.
Seeing what's coming out of him.
I'm sure they'll be finding the truth to that situation next weekend when they visit each other. Eating a barrage, going a bit low. Low on mana. Oh, wow.
Takes a big hit there.
He's out of mana potion charges, but has mana for now. Lots of ads to regain charges.
Yep. He knows he's got time. He knows he can play this safe. Something again to keep in mind, the length of the race is 220. So
if he dies, he could go in really quickly.
Yep. Well, this fight will take a while. I believe this fight will take at least a couple minutes. They might have a chance at another run here, but obviously the optimal thing to do would be not to die. He's out of mana. He's constantly out of mana. He has that Quicksilver Flask, which possibly, maybe, could have something rolled on it. But no, it's 4% physical attack damage leashed as mana. So
not
maybe some auto attacks are...
He's getting many things that scale with attack damage. Maybe he should play melee class next race.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I
believe he's... Go ahead.
I believe he's more of a melee type in Diablo 2, therefore maybe that is something more suitable for future races. He's definitely discovering his style in Path of Exile, and
Exactly, it's a discovering process. You gotta try everything out once you and then you find
Yep.
something you like, and then you go with it.
Oh yeah, just don't try Ranger.
Well, luckily we have a Ranger race coming up after this race to Act 5 Katava.
Some call it the Martyr race.
Why
Race
is
of
that?
Martyrs.
Why is
Well,
that?
Ranger isn't exactly known for her racing ability, but some of the players that we've got in this race, especially with the recent change to the player roster, definitely will show that Ranger might be a force to be reckoned with.
See, I think that's because there's always been other strong things that people don't try Ranger, you know? It's like, oh, why play Ranger when I can play, you know, a Templar or Shadow or something? But now, in these formats, players will theorycraft and push it ahead.
Exactly. Or the Ranger players could just play Cleave, too.
That too. Maybe they haven't tried the optimal stats. Yeah.
Yep. Well, Izaro is really low. MrLlama does have mana, has potions, has the HP. I believe he's gonna do it.
Yeah, just don't choke, don't get hit.
Don't choke.
Keeps on dodging with his flame dash perfectly. Not really using his quickscope too much, and bam, easy. Well done.
There you go.
Llama.
3 times the charm, maybe 4. The case was the same for me yesterday.
I think it was 5, but we will double check with our stats guys and figure that out.
I'm sure there's a math that could translate to those 5 being 3. Gives himself a little bit of a clappa. I think so should we. Some clappas in the chat.
He has that positive mental attitude. You know, he's very proud of himself, and I am too. It's hard. Just go into a race, I haven't really practiced at all, and just still pull out and finish under the maximum time.
Yep. I think that is truly a wonderful experience, especially since MrLlama honestly has had much worse RNG than other players.
Exactly.
All things considered, those Harbinger packs were really coming in hot.
And just 1-2 flat fizz on the Sapphire Ring, he just IDs. Should have played melee, should have kept that Glacial Hammer maybe. Glacial Hammer Templar? Maybe we'll see in the future. Never know.
The game was on his side. Victoriously raising his hands up. I believe maybe we're going to have some interviews coming up.
Yep, let's see if Windz is ready. We'll be interviewing in their rankings, I believe. Let's bring them in. Hello, Windz. Hello.
I'm here.
I think Windz may have fallen asleep. Oh, he's here. How are you doing, Windz?
Doing good. How are you guys?
We're doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you feeling after your decisive victory?
I was kind of worried about MrLlama because he was unknown and being a professional in a different game though. But I have no idea how much PoE exposure he had. Worry about that. Worry about CuteDog pulling some kind of trick at the last, at the very end of the race.
Trick? What do you mean?
No, I mean, sorry. He was like saying like he was in practice races, right? And he was like kind of memeing. So I thought he would actually try hard. Maybe he's like pro racer actually, but we didn't know about. But yeah, it was no, but in the races he was like kind of memeing it up. So I thought maybe he's pulling punches. Maybe
he was pulling out the kiss cams during the race.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It was a quick transition though. Don't worry about it too much. Oh, and also there's a player between you guys too. He was really confident, so
yeah, he was very close behind you the whole race. Did you know how close he was?
Yeah, I had a friend Chop in Discord telling me the progress.
So many players opting for team members, quote unquote, to leak info. Interesting.
Our people in chat were also, every chat, so people in chat were telling me that too.
Was anyone in chat tricking you, giving you false information?
True. So I guess maybe a rule saying no help.
No, I think it's fine. What do you think?
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Well, for me, I would rather I agree with Windz on this one, actually. I think.
But how do we enforce it?
Chat might be
We
too
can't
much,
enforce
too much
it though.
information.
I mean, I guess we could have them in a Discord channel alone. That's about it. But we don't
Put
really
them
know.
in.
What if their mom's like on a laptop right beside them, like CuteDog? You know, he does have access to his mom. Just give him information, like right there.
We have to send them headphones and put them in neck braces so they can't look to the side.
Exactly. It's
Well,
an interesting enforcement rule.
did you maybe change your playstyle a little bit, knowing how balormage was right behind you, or were you still going strong the same way throughout the entirety of the race?
In the beginning, I was gonna do a build that requires level 25 non-melee. SR. Chop told me this idea using SR and Determination, Arctic Armor, and just face tank Izaro pretty much. After practicing that style, it required too much gear and too much precise items. So I didn't have enough practice, so I just went with dual totems.
Okay, so how much preparation did you have in this race?
I think I did 3 practice runs. One
3
with
practice
SR
runs.
and one with GC totems, and one yesterday with GC totems. Or if I didn't get GC, sorry, Templar doesn't get GC right from the quest, so you have to find the chance orb or fusing orb to buy chance orb.
Ah, that makes
So
sense.
I was gonna go flame blast totems if I don't get any drops.
Ah, that makes perfect sense. So when you got the pizza, I was like, "Yep, he's going pizza totems. Good old pizza."
Yeah.
And then
That was a
like,
backup.
next thing you know, we go back to the
the
stream and I see Glacial Cascade. I'm like, "What?" Which makes sense. You did get that frost bomb. We were wondering why you're getting that. So Glacial Cascade did make sense.
Yeah, frostbite and then frost bomb. I'm not sure if it's better than flame blast because flame blast is a lot of damage, but I thought in the Izaro fight, he moves a lot from the flame blast, so kind of hard to time the conduits. The flame blast is like big damage chunks and hit
Yeah.
or miss, and conduits you want to be precise and hit all 3, then push them. So that was my train of thought.
And it worked out very well. Glacial Cascade showing to be very strong.
You were definitely committing a lot more to your itemization. Was that something that you think you might have had an edge over the other players? It seems like the other players weren't really worrying about their items nearly as much.
Yeah, one thing I realized was when I did my practice races, I focused on time and progression. That I don't really focus on any of my items. So and I come in with like no gear. So I was kind of trying to balance it out.
Yeah, it really worked out well compared to the other players. Your gear looked very much better. You also had like a pretty crazy one for the longest time in the race too.
Yeah,
Very
I
nice offhand
think
one.
yeah, I have a pretty good one. And then my amulet actually was pretty insane from the quest, the source.
Yeah, 46
From
life. I'm
Solaris.
seeing it right now. 46
Yeah,
life, 22 fire res.
and cast
8
speed.
cast speed too, and fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Oh, actually, something interesting. Why did you opt to go for the Lapis Amulet? Just a lucky feeling, or
Sorry, which one?
you opted to go for the Lapis Amulet on the Templar? Was it just a lucky feeling, and you got the right amulet, or typically people go for a Jade Amulet?
Oh, I went for Lapis because the tree I was doing, Rathalos told me the tree, and he said that we have like 64 int, and you need 67 for GC or Flame Blast.
Right. Okay. So
So
very well thought out. Okay. I see. So overall, would you say your drops have been rather okay? Were you expecting a little bit more in terms of drops out of this race, or would you say your RNG was rather okay?
I think my drop was actually pretty good. I didn't get a movement speed boot till X3, and only 1 Quicksilver. I heard Beller got 2 Quicksilver and a movement speed by end of Act 1. So in movement speed department, I wasn't doing well, but I got a green, blue one for the Onslaught Firestorm and added lightning pretty early. And then I got all my red, blue links. And then I got a 4 link at the docks, I believe, the chainmail. So that 4 link definitely helped a lot for my damage. So I think my drops were a bit above average in terms of gears, but in terms of progression, it was below average.
Right. So some players might know you as the Magma Orb guy. Do you think
Or
Magma Orb has a future in racing, or
Magma Orb is one of those skills that you need the threshold jewels to be good. Sadly, until the threshold jewels become like maybe you spawn with those jewels. I don't know.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe in the future we'll host a Magma Orb only race where players
Oh
have
shit,
access to the gems themselves.
that'd be awesome.
We are hosting a race for cripples already. It's the Ranger race that will be coming up soon. So a Magma Orb race would be great too. I'm sure.
Definitely
Oh, Ranger class, yeah, Noogie is gonna be so happy.
Yep. Well, he is participating, looking like maybe he might
The
win
favorite,
it too.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, any more questions, Havoc?
Well, I just want to know, what are your thoughts on this race? Do you plan on joining future races, and would you want to commentate in the future?
Oh, absolutely! I love the race, man. After like race was already a thing I've been trying to get into because I joined racing like last season, like when the last real season, like halfway through, like only the half the events, and then there were no more seasons. I was kind of sad. So every those race weekends we had in every league, yes, I tried to participate as much as possible, and then I got into racing there. So I will, and then playing a race again now. I really desperately want a race season.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
know
so
that
racing
feeling.
will be a thing I'll be playing a lot more if possible. And in terms of commentator, I could try, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm entertaining enough.
We never know if you don't try. And then I have one final
Yep.
question for you.
Sure.
How much did my practice with you and Somad and any other teammates help at all, if at all, during this race today? Now attack up
Oh
would be like
yeah,
reset,
the
reset,
1 week race
reset.
practice.
Yeah,
That
constant.
helped actually a lot. Like I'm pretty sure the very first couple of runs, your chat was going crazy about me and Soman.
Yeah, but you guys have
Yeah,
food very
it was
fast.
and they gave me tips. They came to my channel, helped me out. They told me to pick up this and go for this, pass a tree. They told me to always be IDing, pick up gear, and be on the move all the time. So yeah, it definitely helped a lot. Maybe you could do a $50 hour session.
Yeah, so you're saying my coaching service is good.
Yes, I can vouch for that, guys. So if you guys wanna the go to coach you in racing, Havoc's the man.
Thank you, Windz. Alright, coming up next, we have balormage for his second place interview. Let's see if we can grab him in here.
Thanks, Windz.
Thank you for having me, guys.
balormage's mic is muted. I think he just unmuted. He might be hearing us right now. Hello, balormage.
Yep. I better mute that stream. That's weird. Hey guys, how you going?
How's it going? It's going well here. How about you?
Great. That was so much fun. That was so much fun. I want to go again. Can we go again right now?
Yeah, I saw your messages during the race. Hey, can I keep going on my character? Can I go for Act 10 Katava while CuteDog and Llama finish? I'm like, no, that's too disrespectful. How are you feeling right now?
I'm pretty hyped. That's the first time I've ever really been involved in a race that I had any chance of winning at all. Like I've done some race season stuff last season, but every time it's they only reward first place, and I was not ever going to make them. So the excitement wasn't quite there for that because there's no reward. There's no reward here either, but first is a reward,
fun,
and
yeah.
I tried very hard for it.
Well, you seem rather confident. Then you said that there was a possibility of you winning. We've heard this from also Windz. So how did you think you were going to place in this race? Were you actually thinking you were going to get first?
I didn't think I thought Windz was going to beat me, but I was hoping to get closer to him than I did. A few things didn't go quite as well as I wanted.
Like what?
I think most of them were my fault. I left Act 2 too quick, I think. I was underleveled. I should have spent a little bit longer in Act 2 than I did. And I never stopped in the beginning of Act 3 to catch up, and I was so far behind. I think the first time I went into docks, I was on XP penalty. Yeah. It just...
I believe you were 23 in docks, yeah.
Yeah, I was on XP penalty. I was there too early.
A lot of players were struggling with that. Do you think this is maybe because you've done racing before, right? So Do you think that's maybe due to the new layouts in Act 3 and some of the changes that
certainly,
GGG has committed
certainly
to?
missing a few sewers is something you've got
Mm.
to adjust to, because there's 2 whole zones missing that you'd normally get at least a level between them, but generally in the sewers, I mean, they're dangerous, but the density is good, and you can't really avoid them. So I find I used to get a level in both sewers most of the time, and they're just missing now. So
Mm. Okay, is that the sort of commitment you think the players need to make early on, just killing a little bit more, or do you think GGG should maybe adapt it in some way in the future?
no, I think that was my fault. I think I needed to kill
Mm.
more. That was the zones don't jump up too quickly. I'm just I just went too quick, and that I think is probably the bit that slowed me down the hardest. Is I hit XP penalties. I went too fast, and then I went back, and I went back and I farmed. What's the name of that zone? You never go back to farm. Hang on, I've got to look at the map now.
There's a lot
I went
of
back
stuff
to the
never go
I went back
to.
to the battlefront. I
Right.
went back to the battlefront because it was lower level, and then as soon as I walked away from the thing, I'm like, "What are you doing? Why would you go to the battlefront? Like, if I really needed levels, I could have gone anywhere. I would have been better off going back to the sewers. Like, the density
Right.
in the sewers is better, and it's 26. I would have been fine. I'd have been better off making
It
a new
is a lot
Solaris
scarier
temple
though.
and farming again there and going backwards or something. Like, that would have been better. But no, I decided to go to the battlefront, and then I was like, well, I'm committed here now. We'll just stick it out.
Mm. Well, you seem to be putting a lot of blame on yourself here. How do you think, in terms of RNG, how is the game treating you?
Relatively good in most places. I mean, I had a 2 Quicksilvers, I had a 10% boot. I think I was missing a ring entirely the whole time, and I don't know
Right.
if I just didn't see it drop or if it didn't drop. But they're highlighted on my filter. You can't, like, any ring shows up blue. I don't know how I missed a ring entirely. And I also didn't have an amulet till like halfway through.
Yeah,
Act
we've noticed that, but that was an interesting strategy because we saw that you're getting quite lucky with the essence finds. Were you opting to keep those until later, or were you
Well,
simply thinking that your gear was
I
good
just
enough?
I just didn't pick up the base items I needed to essence. And I don't
Right.
know whether I just missed them because I was a bit like on edge and in a hurry, or whether they just didn't show up. I have no idea. But yeah, I just never came across the base items I wanted to essence. So
Fair
and
enough.
then I definitely didn't have enough. I didn't even have the average amount of transmutes and alterations drop that you would have had. Like, there was practically none of them, so that was a little bit shy. But between the movement speed boots and the 2 Quicksilvers, I'd say it was all right.
I
The game
believe
treated me
you
all
were
right.
the only one to get the Firestorm totem and Firestorm going early on. Maybe even, I think in one of them was +1, so I think you had a bit more currency than the others, or you at least planned better than the others.
That was definitely practice. I can reliably do that pretty much by Act 2
so
every time now.
how often or how much practice did you put in for this event?
Hang on, let me type uptime. See what happened. So I did about 7 hours before today, and my uptime right now is 14 hours 13 minutes. So I
Practicing
did
quite a bit. That's very
You've been
good.
playing for 14 hours?
Yeah. Well, I did 2
Still got
Shaper runs
second
this
place?
morning, and it's the first Shaper time I'd ever tried Shaper at all. Didn't kill it, so move on. But we did 2 of those, and then I was on practicing all day.
God, you must be exhausted. 14 hours? Still getting second place? I
Exhausted.
think
No, I
he's
want to go again.
slap us. Oh my God.
You sound excited, but there will definitely be future races upcoming. Speaking of future races, I'm like, no, the answer. You do want to participate in more, but what about commentating? Is that something you're interested in?
Yeah, I'd do that. I don't know if I'd be good at it or not, but I'd definitely try.
Yeah, you definitely gotta try and find out. So I think we're unfortunately running a little short on time right now. So the next event is starting in 18 minutes, so we'll unfortunately have to end our interview here. think CuteDog is waiting for us. Thanks again for joining us, balormage. We'll see you next time.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Let's go and get CuteDog in here.
Yeah.
CuteDog.
Hello.
How's
Hey
it
guys.
going?
Good. What's up, Havoc? Raiz, the racing god.
How are you feeling right now?
Dude, I'm like fatigued, man. That's just like, it's like work. I don't know how you
Yeah?
guys do it. Like my body is tired after that.
Well, you did seem pretty focused. Were you trying hard, or
I was,
this just another day?
I was once I knew that Windz was already like someone in the game had told me Windz is on like phase 1, 2, and 3, and I was like still in beginning of Act 3, so I was like, ah, okay. So I still tried like during the Izaro phase. I was definitely having to focus 'cause I'm not used to playing with like that bad of gear and having like 2, 3 links and stuff like that. So I was definitely trying.
Well, you did.
Okay.
You did end up third. Do you think maybe with a little bit more commitment you could have beaten balormage?
I think if I practiced, it would have been a lot better. The one practice run I did was on stream. I practiced for 40 minutes, and then I got really bored. I was like, I'm not practicing anymore. I was like, I'll just go on the day of. So maybe if I do it again, I'll definitely like put in some try hard mode. It's just the practicing is, I don't know. I don't know how you guys like do it over and over. It feels awful to me.
It's just the motivation to win. Sometimes
Yeah.
you just really want it, so you just put in the work. Sometimes
Yeah,
practicing
no.
can be very boring, but yeah, I totally understand.
It definitely
Maybe that
helps.
was the problem, because you were so confident before the race that you, no matter what, you will claim first. Maybe that was the
PMA
problem.
not enough this time.
I didn't
Maybe you
have
just
enough
need to
PMA.
ascend your level of PMA.
Exactly.
Then you don't need
Why
to
would I
practice.
even practice? Yeah, why would I even practice? I'm gonna win anyway.
Exactly.
You
No
know,
wonder it's boring to you.
Yeah, so some of the stuff though, like as it comes up, like getting different colors, like having to buy, like not having
Oh,
the
man.
transmutes alterations. I was like, God, this is so annoying.
I remember watching you chrome your 4-link, and you're just like,
Yep.
shit, I fucked up.
You kept getting two blue, two green, right? On like
yeah.
a blue
Armor,
red.
yes, yeah.
But it's like that kind of stuff. I guess it changes every race, but I mean, I didn't know what I was doing past probably like level 20 or so. I was like, okay, well.
You did finish the race, though. So that was a very
I did
big
finish,
level
yeah.
game.
Yeah. I died to Hail Rake. That was kind of embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. It happens to the best of us. I would not be
I
embarrassed
think,
about that.
yeah, I
That's
think that's
actually
like
pretty
the least
normal.
embarrassing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It happens all the
right. The
time.
least embarrassing rip of the entire race. So I don't think there's much to talk about.
Yeah.
But well, it does sound the other two players were rather confident in their RNG being quite alright. You do sound a little bit more distressed. Do you think your RNG could have been better, or was it still okay?
I think it was okay. I mean, I found a 4-link. Like I said, I don't race that much, or I don't level that much, so I don't know how lucky it is to find a 4-link in like the early 20s. But
Somewhat lucky.
found 2 of them, so I was like, oh, okay, that must be pretty good. No big uniques or anything, but I wasn't expecting that. I think it felt okay. I found some like Alks. Is that good? Maybe.
It's,
Couple chance
semi,
orbs.
yeah.
The 4-link is probably better than
So,
the Alk.
The 4-link is
honestly.
probably the big thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I messed that one up, so it's okay. I felt like it went nothing went too bad. It was just like my knowledge of the game, and like for example, I was trying to mule a decoy totem over, and instead I had an ancestral protector, and I didn't like notice. So I was like, wait a minute, why can't I cast this thing? And that was kind of
yeah.
embarrassing.
I have a question. What were you doing when you're in Lunaris?
Oh, okay. So I actually
I want to
thought-
hear this. Yep.
Okay, I actually thought that you needed the tower key to open up the hedge maze.
Oh, man.
I
That's
thought that
hilarious.
going into the Imperial Gardens, you needed the tower key, and so I was like, okay, so I gotta do this quest. I gotta go towards the Lunaris Temple, and then like as I was in there, someone was like, hey, someone in game chat was like, hey, why are you trying to kill Piety? I was like, what do you mean? Why am I trying to kill Piety? I was like, wait a minute. And I thought about the tower key. I was like, wait, that opens up to Dominoes. And I just like instantly got out of there.
That's hilarious.
Well, there was
It's
a
pretty
better
bad.
version of that. Apparently, some people were saying you're because I was closing my eyes for all the piety fights, so
Yeah.
you could have went with the option of trying to show me how to kill piety, which I would have appreciated greatly. So, well, still a very good effort.
I have
Yeah, that was
one
kinda
last
embarrassing.
question for you, CuteDog.
Sure.
How did we heard you were playing some music. Can you expand on what type or genre music and how did it help you during the event?
Yeah. Sometimes when my chat's being unruly, I like to punish them with gotcha music, which is a style of music that some can say is a little bit abrasive, but to me, it really like riles me up and gets me excited. So I played Phil Collins' "Coming in the Air Tonight," the right version, and also Sia "Chandelier," the right version, and it really helped me get into the mood for Izaro. It was playing all throughout Izaro, and I don't think I could have killed him without that pumping through my veins.
Yep. Coming in the Air Tonight is one of my favorites too, personally.
It's a very
Fantastic
good song. So Raiz, do you have any more questions for CuteDog here?
I believe that is it.
Cool.
Right,
Thanks,
thank you.
guys.
Thank you so much for participating, dude.
Yep.
Are you looking forward to the next races?
Oh yeah,
Maybe
yeah, I'll be watching for sure.
Are you looking forward to some practice?
Nah, I probably won't practice still again. I might, depending on what the race is. If it's a short one, yeah, maybe.
All right, we'll do it live.
We'll
what-
do it
Thanks
live.
again, dude.
Thanks, guys.
See you
Peace.
later, man. All right, let's get
Especially when you get to
MrLlama
like
here.
Nightmare in Hell,
Oh.
things start getting resistances.
Hello?
Hi, MrLlama.
Oh, what
Sorry
up?
for interrupting.
Noogie just sent me all over. What's happening?
You're here for your post-game interview.
Post game interview. All
Yes.
right, what's up? Sorry, I was
man.
talking to you.
It's all good. How are you feeling right now after that race?
I'm feeling good. You know, it was. I know it was a little slow, but I had no clue what to expect going to Izaro. Like I was telling Noogie, I've never run in Izaro like that quickly or that early. I've always done kill everything, get through Act 4, whatever Malachi, and then go back and finish like all of the ascendancies, and then do the lab.
Hmm.
It was really weird being in like a position of like trying to get to lab, and also it was really weird because then I didn't know what to do with my build. Like I was gonna go for dual totem, and then I realized pretty quickly I'm gonna have enough levels to get there with the way I was building things. And so my build like shifted halfway through. That's why I've got like a couple nodes that just lead to nowhere.
Oh,
I was gonna go up and around to get dual totem while hitting some other things. Then I realized I was like, oh wait, I'm gonna be like 26.
Yeah, we definitely noticed some theorycraft during the race, including like gem selection and all that stuff. So you did no practice. You did no practice runs, right?
Oh, I was doing my Manverse stream yesterday, so I was.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, people were saying you're gonna be probably pretty tired for this, so I think still an excellent performance here.
Yeah, I was 18-hour stream yesterday or something, so I was tired,
wow.
but it was good. It was good. I appreciate that.
But you played you played at the start of the Harbinger League, something that we've noticed that was really interesting. Something definitely that was standing out. Whenever we looked at your screen, 100% of the time you were finding a Harbinger pack. Did you feel like it was unusual that you were meeting so many?
I thought that I wondered if they had patched it and now there were just Harbingers everywhere.
Yeah.
I because like you said, I've played at the start of this league. And at the start of this league, it'd be like, every like 4 or 5 zones, you'd find one or something, and you'd be going through, and it wasn't that bad. There was one, I think, in every single zone that I was in, and they were swarming me, just jumping on.
Yeah.
Like it was the worst thing ever.
It was very entertaining for the viewers, though. I'll tell you that.
I was wondering if it was a new patch or something I didn't read up on in the last couple of weeks where they changed it. It was terrible. That was nonstop. So I'm not crazy, right? I was just.
You're not crazy.
the
You're
worst
just
part of
unlucky.
your
Yeah,
life.
just
Okay.
really unlucky.
That was pretty unlucky. So do you feel like the Harbingers are maybe a little bit too? They're interrupting everything a little bit too much, or was it still okay? Was it fun? Is basically what I'm asking as a mechanic.
In a speed run, they're kind of a nuisance,
right?
Or to pick up shards of 3 transmutation shards or 3 engineer shards at all, right? So I have no care to really kill them. I killed one of them, I think, or I was trying to level, I think, but I don't know. I mean, they're kind of annoying. I feel like the Harbingers are kind of a more annoying thing. Maybe if you could like activate them, it'd be nicer.
Right.
They're just always there. But it's hard to gauge because once again, this was like and this time through, and every zone I was in, they would just jump on me and they'd have like explosion dudes, you know, they'd have their flame blast and everything going, and it was like so annoying.
Right. Oh, you lately haven't been playing PoE all that much. You did play at the start of the league. You think maybe this will revitalize? Are you looking forward to participating in more of these races, or doing some more practice stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I love the speedrunning. I love
Right.
that's my bread and butter, right? Diablo 2. And I think that's always been a big reason with D2 is because there's such a good community and scene with it and everything like that. Just love going in and competing and
Yeah,
racing.
I think I'd love to get a Diablo 2 streamer race. You know, all the big D2 guys. I'm sure you know tons of them. Maybe you can help us convince them.
That'd be
Make
fun.
that happen in the future.
Things like that. But that'd be awesome to have that set up and be, you know, especially if you did like commentating and stuff like this. There's definitely a desire for me, and with these races, to come back and play a little bit more of this, because for me it's like I like playing PoE, but then whenever I start like playing it, I'll kind of do some stuff, and then it feels like everybody just goes to end game.
And we forget about the early game. Yeah, I definitely
right.
what
Yeah,
you're
forget about the early game.
like
End game
5% to 1% of your time leveling up, and then you're just mapping for like the other 99%. That makes sense.
Yeah. And so I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't have as much interest in mapping, and so it always that deters me a little bit because I'm like, I just don't really want to get to the end game and just map
That is understandable.
I think if there's more things like this, that totally inspires me to want to play more.
All right. So unfortunately, due to lack of time constraints, next race is starting in 6 minutes. So I will unfortunately have to end your interview here, Llama. But thank you again for joining us today.
Hey, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy that you guys are doing stuff like this. It's a ton of fun. And I think the community will really like it too, or will enjoy it.
All right. Thanks again,
Thanks so
Llama.
much, man.
Thanks, guys. See you.
All right, guys. Next race in 6 minutes. We'll be going to a short intermission. My name's Havoc. Casting with me is RaizQT. And we'll see you in a few. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.